KFI wants to give you a cash refill with $1,000 every weekday hour from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Just listen for the keyword, then enter it at KFIAM640.com/cash. No texting, just winning. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. Listen to win $1,000 every hour weekdays from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Claim your fill on KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk. KFI AM 645 everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is How to Money. I'm your host, Joel ROTHSCHILD. You can follow me on Twitter at HowToMoneyJoel, and you can always shoot me a question. Holler at me if you're like, oh man, I've got a personal finance conundrum of my own, and I want Joel to tackle it. Just shoot me a tweet. I'll talk about it on the air, and give you the best advice that I can. But you can always find more money-saving information on HowToMoney.com. We're writing articles on an almost daily basis to help you with personal finance basics with some of the more complex. In just a second, I want to talk about passive income, because this is a term that you are, if you're on social media, if you are on TikTok, whatever, you're going to find people who say, you want passive income? Follow me. You got to do it. Well, there's some downsides to that. It is harder to come by than you might think. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about jobs first, because the labor market continues to be really, really strong. The jobs report that came out on Friday showed that the United States economy added 517,000 jobs, where predictions were that we were going to add fewer than 200,000 jobs. That's a massive disparity, right? More than something like 350,000 more jobs were added than predictions estimated. The unemployment rate fell to 3.4%, which is the lowest since 1969, before my time. Right, we're talking 50 plus years ago. And that means that despite the uptick in layoffs we've seen in the tech sector, which have been kind of high profile, they get a lot of headlines, Google laying off like thousands, including something like 30 massage therapists. What, is any work getting done at Google, or are people just getting massages all the time? I don't know. You look at some of these tech companies, and it sure seems like they can do with a lot less workforce. You look at there was a video somebody posted about working at Twitter and how nice it is, and how you're always getting like frappuccinos and private. You get a yoga space and stuff like this, and it's like, are they doing anything? It probably makes sense for some of these tech companies to downsize a little bit, but despite those high-profile headlines of jobs being axed at places like Amazon and Google and Twitter, it's not really affecting much of the rest of the United States economy. It's still strong, and it remains a great environment for workers to find a job and get paid more by moving to another job. So that's good news for you if you want to stay put and you want to ask for a raise, or if you say, I don't really love my job, I think I might start looking around. Now is still a great time. It might not be blistering hot, but it's still pretty hot out there, and still worker in control kind of environment, at least in a lot of spheres of the economy. New stats also came out about how engaged or not engaged, disengaged workers are in their jobs. And if you're on the acting number, there's a growing number of people who say they're disengaged from their work, and that they're actively disengaged, which it just sounds like if you are so disenchanted with your job that you are actively disengaged, it's time to move on. It's time to find something else. It's okay to not love your job and to not think that it's where you want to be for forever, but actively disengaged sounds like something different to me, and it sounds like you're probably unhappy if you're in that camp. And so I want you to start looking around, and I think we talked about rage applying last week. It's this TikTok trend where people are like, oh man, I hate my job. I'm going to just like apply rapid fire 12 or 15 different places and see what happens. You don't have to do it in a fit of rage, but I still think it makes sense to start tossing out some applications what's out there. Because again, this job market is robust, and there are a lot of people in a lot of different positions that could stand to benefit, maybe find greener pastures, something they like more, while at the same time making more money. Right? There's just no harm in applying and seeing what happens. Take a couple hours of your time, give it a shot. On the work front, though, Bob Iger, he's back at the helm of Disney, and he's calling for workers to return to the office 4 days a week. I think a lot of those employees were already in something like 2 to 3 days a week, but now he's saying, I need you back 80% of the time. And I know not everyone's going to be happy with that, but we're seeing a decline at the same time in job postings on LinkedIn, Indeed, and ZipRecruiter that allow for remote work. I'm not saying remote work is going extinct, but I'm saying that the hybrid reality is going to be the case for a lot of people. And even people who are allowed hybrid work, they might be asked to come in more than they have been. If you're dead set against commuting, but you're also looking for a new job, here's the thing: you're going to have fewer options to choose from. You want full-time remote work. You're just not going to have. Beggars aren't going to be able to be choosers because there's not going to be as many options for full-time remote work as there have been over the past couple of years. And I think it's just important to mention that because I think remote work's great, but there's also something that full-time remote work can actually hurt your career if you're not in front of the boss in the same way, if you're not with your coworkers in the same way. To a certain extent, it can be out of sight, out of mind, and I don't want that for you. Like working from home a couple days a week is fine. Working from home 5 days a week in perpetuity for years on end means you're far more likely to get lost in the shuffle. It's harder to prove your worth to the company, and it's harder to ask for that pay increase that you want or the promotion that you want, especially if we're talking about a decent chunk of that employee population coming into work every day, and you are one of the rarer breeds that continues to work from home. You can still, maybe it's that important to you, and you don't care about the promotion, that's fine. But it's just important to note that I think there's a lot that we're missing out on if we're relying on work from home and we don't want to go into the office at all. And it's just going to be more difficult to pull off moving forward. But still, the world is your oyster on the work front. And if you're looking for something else, if you want something new and you're tired of where you're at, it's still a great time to be applying and looking around. All right, coming up, we're going to talk about passive income. It's more myth than reality, but there's a lot of myths flying around. We're going to get to that in just a second. This is How to Money. I'm Joel Larson. Let's go to Andrew Caravella in the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
An LAPD SWAT officer has been suspended. Body camera footage from another officer caught the cop saying something inappropriate just before a deadly shooting. A man has been arrested for bringing a gun to a park during a kids' soccer tournament this morning at the Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area off South La Cienega Boulevard. And NASCAR kicks off its second year of its Busch Light class at the LA Coliseum. The race starts around 5 p.m. this evening. When we come back, we'll take a peek at the 101.
If all home air purifiers are the same, then why did the U.S. Department of Defense select EnviroCleanse to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ships? Because EnviroCleanse advanced mineral technology goes beyond ordinary HEPA filters to destroy airborne illness-causing cold and flu viruses, including COVID. EnviroCleanse is the new science of air purification, and now you can order one for your home. This is exactly how to stop colds and flu from taking down your whole family. In fact, this hospital-grade technology is so powerful, it promises far fewer colds and allergies and better sleep. Visit ekpure.com, the letter E, the letter K, pure.com, and use the promo code Conway for 10% off your EnviroCleanse home purification unit. You'll also receive a free air quality monitor plus fast free shipping. That's $150 in savings. ekpure.com, promo code Conway. ekpure.com, promo code Conway.
There's no hurry in Hollywood on the 101.
Certainly not right now. It's the 101, the southbound side to Hollywood, from Hollywood Boulevard to Echo Park Avenue. That's stop and go. And no relief on the northbound side as you approach downtown. Cesar Chavez, the 110 downtown 4 level is going to be stop and go. Now the 91 through Anaheim Hills, westbound side, Weir Canyon, the 55. That's going to be a crowded one right now. Very slow as you approach. Give yourself time through Arcadia, the 210 west at Santa Anita, some slowing. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mark Wheeler.
When Las Vegas welcomes you to Awakening, a new theatrical experience created by award-winning artists, enriched by spectacular sound. Meet colorful characters and journey with them through wondrous realms. Experience Awakening. Get your tickets at awakening.com.
Hey, y'all, it's Dean Sharp. Are you looking for a hard-to-find appliance? Well, you're going to need my secret weapon, WDC Kitchen and Bath Center. No one has more in-stock and hard-to-find appliances than WDC. Go to WDCappliances.com, WDCappliances.com.
Getting hurt in an accident can happen to anyone. If you're ever hurt in a car, motorcycle, trucking accident, or even a dog bite, there's only one firm to call, Sweet James Accident Attorneys at 800-500-5200.
For the last 15 years, Sweet James has helped tens of thousands of injured accident victims get medical treatment needed and have won almost $1 billion for their clients, with $188 million settled in 2022.
You see, being hurt after an accident has a major impact on a person's life, and the last thing you need is to take it on alone. Sweet James has been awarded Best Attorneys in America, and personal injury is all they do.
Sweet James is Sweet Deals with California insurance companies will hold them accountable. They're driven by their purpose to help you when you need them the most.
So if you're hurt in an accident, call for a free consultation 24/7, 800-500-5200, 800-500-5200, SweetJames.com.
It's the hard to admit, but when I was in junior high school, I was bullied so badly, I cried. Hello, I'm John Coyne, founder of Riverdale 20. I was named Rodanis after my grandfather. But as a kid, I was pleased for having that name. So I changed it to John. John is the English version of Rodanis, and it maintains the honor to my grandfather. My family and heritage are important to me, so staying true to myself and Riverdale 20 are important. Staying true to Riverdale 20 means true to you and delivering world-class service. That's why my cell phone number is on the back of every Riverdale 20 business card. Call us at 866-877, and we'll freeboard your line for $77. That's 866-877. Thank you. CL 102-8886. No one has the same taste as you. Stay on right from the music you love to the podcast. Check it out. And only the iHeartRadio app has it all. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. More stimulating talk. An iHeartRadio station. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is How to Money. I'm your host, Joel Larson. And in just a second, I want to talk about some of my favorite deals and how to go about instead of just like that. I think it's a good whole saying, I don't know, just keep on going to the site, right? The moment that you need. Talk about how to go about finding deals regularly, spending less on the stuff that you're already planning on buying. Talk about that in a second, but let's talk about passive income for a second. It's so hot right now, and it's being touted across the internet in almost anywhere you go. You're likely to see people saying, hey, follow me, I'll be passive income trick. Here's how to set up a drop shipping service for Amazon, and you can make a lot of money on your couch. And this, of course, is true. And human desire to make money with very little effort. If it was that easy, why is this person selling you the course to teach you how to do the thing instead of just doing the thing and crushing it themselves and retiring? I mean, that's the first question you should ask yourself. I'm telling you this service, this course, internet courses are a dime a dozen these days. A lot of them you can do basic things. For $500, $800, $1,000, they want to be good for you, and yet the information is all spent. So a lot of things, and a lot of it's active income information, pitches that are coming in on account, or they're tangential to the truth, but they don't give you enough of the reality behind how passive income is made. But the New York Times, they address the reality of how long it goes through. This week, And they're also these lofty pronouncements about how much money they're going to be able to make with doing very little. And it makes me feel actually just people. So I'm on a computer shaking up. I own 2 properties, 7 doors to do that. And I've been doing this for 12 years, 13 years. And it's been great. But it's also kind of a part-time job. That's what you figure out, because anyone who says owning real estate is passive income has never owned real estate. And she's spot on. There's how many influencers on the internet talk about owning real estate and renting it out. Oh, it's so much sexier. They feel as passive income. It makes you want it, right? But Tony used to say in the street, I'm over here trying to tell you the truth too. The real estate really wants you to take it easy. And of course, you should just have to do it. So, it's passive income. So if you don't want to pay that commute to that job, you no longer like, right? That you're actively getting this. But there's no magic bullet. It's harder than what schools used to do. I mean, there are a lot of like coach with them. That's the 2000. It's like easy money. It's easy fish in a barrel. Or all these shows on HGTV. Yes, you do. And the people that are making it easy are making money from other ways. Right? They're selling something and you're buying it. So maybe they're making money on real estate, but they're also making money by the course and by the product stuff like that. It makes me think of, okay, I'm a friend of Rachel. She self-published a couple of books. I was a few, which I'm sure as well. She was supposed to think that she had something. It's figures in 1 year into the revenue generated by those books. She didn't go through like England, random houses. She wasn't, she just published them herself. And listed them on Amazon. They're just passive income. She said, no, it's not. It took a long time to write this book. It takes a long time to write this book. It's a bad book. It's just very well. She's written 2 great books. And she also promotes them, right? They don't just discover great books. You have to tell them about them. She does on podcasts all the time. They're almost weekly basis. She's on Instagram. And she's got this massive following. She's posting on there all the time. And it's all about promotion of the page community. Like, will those books continue to make money in 2023? But she's done the legwork to get it to the point where it can make money. And it's not easy money, and I wouldn't call it passive income. It works on the front end before, you can launch the book and you're writing it. And then basically every single month thereafter, if your book sales will continue, after the same book is on it, you better write the next book. So a lot of people say, like those royalties to write that book, passive income. That's what some of the internet influencers are trying to do. It's important to say that because you're going to see more and more of this in social media from your before. And I don't want you to buy into it. Taking that deeper into it. Work hard, earn more, grow the gap between your earnings and your outgoing, like with your money. Because regularly, you're fairly born later, and you're going to go, you might just have to get something those investments. But money just doesn't flow to folks who never do that. That's not how the world works. What if the work is different? The trick, it's the way, it's the replicable way that people can build wealth over time. You don't want to overgo it. No, it's still always focused good. So we have to identify, and okay, the people like that. Okay, let's talk about how to find real people. I wanted to mention a few of my favorite real find websites. And like when you're shopping online, I want you to stand out on the items that you're trying to purchase. Hopefully without having to, like I said, effort people, as you know, making it for coupon code, ending up on ridiculous websites, fancy websites sometimes. happens frustrated in your life. You get a high 5% maybe, but it doesn't work. And so, and you just go back and forth between the shopping cart and the site. So I'm talking about the top site dollar to use when we're talking about getting deals. This deal is an absolute favorite deal website. It's outsourced. It's just a deal on all sorts of things. If you're really interested in posting a deal that's not some sort of campaign hierarchy, you can find a deal, you can post it on there. And if the other users think it's good enough, and get enough clicks and recommendations, they can look up on the front page of deal.net. I think that's cool because the best stuff between not just the top on that site. Swim.com is another one. It's great for selling deals. And this is less user generated, but still a great one to work at. That's truly where this is saying, hey, here's the difference. And you can put this search that site, or you can check the category. And I like the search feature on these deal websites because then you are looking for something that you want to buy, or you can set up, I'm like Google Play, you can set up a fair alert, you can set up a price alert when an item that you're looking to buy. So you're not just downloading some random stuff. You're saying, well, listen, I want this pair of shoes, and you say, click the over, you tell me what it goes on sale. And then it will. So random stuff is totally fine. So I can take my kids out on it. And I just, I would do that. I didn't even put deal alert on click deals, and they told me right there, I'm not going to buy it. And I didn't even right away. But I was willing to wait to pay less. But those are two of my favorites. Like a couple of them. There's a Chrome plugin. A couple of them. They will help you effortlessly on coupon codes on thousands of different websites. So if you're on, like you're buying clothes, and you're on Click-Money website, and if coupon codes, you can send it, it'll automatically send you for your hello balance. Payment, that's your name, that's another one. It'll tell you price free outlet on Amazon. So if you purchase the market price that Amazon wants you to see, that you can see the actual price history of that item to see whether it's a deal today or not. So those, the link to all those at purifiam640.com/money. Those are my favorite deal sites. Hopefully they can help you get a volume. Just remember, this is 50% off. Doesn't mean you should buy it. Maybe you should. It's the deal you're waiting for, but if you use 100% of your money in your pocket if you don't know, it's something you don't need. All right, that's the show for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week with more Money Saving advice. Until then, save, invest, and enjoy more of what matters. I'm Joel Larson. This is How to Money on KFI 640. On phone, on radio, smart toaster, we don't care how you listen, just that you do. KOST everywhere on the Internet Radio app.
Crime driven by discrimination. I'm Andrew Caramello, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Different charges has been filed against a man accused of vandalizing a mural that commemorates Latina heritage in Orange County.
This means something for our community. Yesterday, the police spokeswoman Rabbi said that witnesses allegedly saw and had video of Samuel hiding in the basement the photo of his mural.
It was found in early October despite some kind of
Orange County DA Kimberly said that he knows how to allegedly wrote Mike Powell and is a strong women leader in the county.
the North County and swords to original duty, and we are going to have to take the community.
The charge yesterday for felony vandalism with 8 private enhancement and for 6 years in prison in Orange County. Orban Carpenter.
This report brought to you by American Vision Windows. The LA Police Commission has unanimously voted to give Chief Moore a second term. But Mayor Bass says Moore will only serve another 2 to 3 years, and a nationwide search for his replacement will begin soon. The vote yesterday was held in a closed session and had come on the heels of a series of scathing critiques against Moore during a recent public comment period. Moore was appointed in 2018 by former Mayor Garcetti, and Moore said he wanted to spend his time reforming and modernizing the department. Commission President William Briggs said following the vote, Chief Moore is an exceptional leader, and keeping him in place will provide much-needed continuity for the department. Steve Gregory, KFI News. LA Lakers superstar LeBron James is on the brink of making NBA history, and ticket prices are hitting an all-time high.
LeBron James figured out the break the NBA all-time scoring record. King James is now just 26 points away from taking the top spot in Lakers great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. Fans are willing to pay big bucks to watch the historic moment unfold. Ticket prices for next week's game against Oklahoma City Thunder has nearly tripled. And if you want courtside seats, some are worth as much as $200,000. games. They need 1 or 2 games to change the record book. Whenever it happens, a Georgia Bowl plan could be a big event. Getting on to KFI News.
Some state representatives are asking the USPS to create a postal stamp in honor of T-22, the mountain lion that was captured and then euthanized late last year. T-22 was known for roaming the Hollywood Hills for more than a decade. In a letter to the USPS Citizens Stamp Advisory Committee on Friday, California Democratic representatives say T-22 was many things: our favorite celebrity neighbor, the occasional troublemaker, a beloved mascot for our city. Ohio Republican Congressman Mike Turner says President Biden's decision to shoot down a Chinese surveillance balloon was like tackling the quarterback after the game is over.
It sounds like a complete mission. This should never have been allowed to enter the United States. It never should have been allowed to complete its mission.
Turner said the balloon had already gathered the data that it needed as it drifted across the continental U.S. He said there was an urgency to the situation that the Biden administration did not seem to recognize. Turner says an event like this was something the military should have been prepared for. Family and friends of Tyree Nichols have gathered in Sacramento to remember his wife. Nichols' mother, Rovon Wells, says the death was avoidable. The indoor skate park Nichols used to skate at was turned into a celebration of life yesterday as family members flew in for the event with photos of Nichols projected on the wall. He spent most of his life in the city before moving to Memphis in 2020. 5 Memphis police officers have been charged with murder for Nichols' death following a traffic stop in January. New Hampshire Republican Governor Chris Sununu says that he definitely is thinking about running for president in 2024.
At the end of the day, you have a lot of Republicans that get in that race. They're all really good people. They're really good candidates.
He says there is a need for new leadership in the Republican Party. He says the 2024 Republican primary field is likely to be crowded. Sununu says former President Trump is unlikely to succeed in a one-to-one against Biden. He said Trump is seen as a very extreme candidate and will receive pushback from the American people. And actress Belinda Dillon has died.
Dillon was a 2-time Oscar nominee and a Tony nominee, best known for her roles as the mom in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and A Christmas Story.
Alfie, you be careful out there. Don't shoot your eye out.
She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Close Encounters and the 1981 Paul Newman drama Absence of Malice. Dillon also appeared in Slapshot, Harry and the Hendersons, and The Prince of Tides. Funeral records show Dillon died last month, although no cause of death was given. She was 83. Mark Bone, KFI News.
Great actress in all the good roles. Crash in downtown.
This is going to be on the Santa Monica Freeway, the westbound side here of the 10 at Alameda. 719 left can be blocked by 2 vehicle crash. Watch for that. 3 vehicles to Linwood on the 105, the eastbound side at the 710. And to Arcadia, trouble right now on the 210. The Foothill Freeway westbound at 10 at Anita Avenue. As earlier, so Big Rig, but still there, still blocking the right lane, backing things up quite a ways. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mark Wheeler.
If all home air purifiers are the same, then why did the U.S. Department of Defense select EnviroClaim to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ships? Because EnviroClaim's advanced mineral technology goes beyond ordinary HEPA filters to destroy airborne illness-causing cold and flu viruses, including COVID. EnviroClaim is the new science of air purification, and now you can order one for your home. This is exactly how to stop cold and flu from taking down your whole family. In fact, this hospital-grade technology is so powerful, it promises far fewer colds and allergies and better sleep. Visit ekpure.com. The letter E, the letter K, pure.com, and use the promo code Conway for 10% off your EnviroClaim home purification unit. You'll also receive a free air quality monitor plus fast free shipping. That's $150 in savings. ekpure.com, promo code Conway. ekpure.com, promo code Conway.
Southland weather from KFI. Tonight, the clouds are clearing out. Skies will be clear, a bit chilly with lows in the 30s and 40s. Bird will be around 70 at the beach hit inland for Metro LAOC. Stay in the 60s for the valleys and high 50s for the high deserts. Right now, Anaheim 65, Gila Point 59, Pasadena 61, and in Whittier 63 degrees. Weekly local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Andrew Parabella.
macroeconomic show once again. It is February the 5th, Sunday. Glad you're with us. We're going to talk a little bit about Washington. So I'm going to try to pack it all together. We have 1 hour to cover enough. Now, we're going to talk about what happened last week, what we can expect this week when it comes to the economy, other numbers that are coming in, things we need to pay attention to. There is a next number. I'm going to circle back on that in a second. Artificial intelligence. Now, yesterday, iOS 23 and yesterday from the fourth report mentioned artificial intelligence is already coming for some jobs, and especially in the restaurant hospitality industry as it moves forward. That's very true. It's just a technological disruption, kind of like we've seen. So, I did a little research this week, and I went to get into it, pull up some examples. So, I'm going to be able to talk about artificial intelligence at ChatGPT and characters. That's right. We'll be able to do it later this hour. So let's look at consumer tech stuff. Apple paid later this week, which is earning a whole lot of profit already. But that's what we're doing. Dr. West, I remember just a month ago, so a year ago, when I was landing in the airport along with thousands of other people around the country. So we're going to look at that a little bit too. 2 executives are going to be on Capitol this week. Google also did its earnings last week. That's part of the deal that we're going to get into. It's also tied to ChatGPT because Microsoft has made a $10 billion investment in ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, and that's for free. Okay, it is basically a firm. So it's going to support the core business of Google, and they're trying to defend that offering. And we have some other popular stuff that's super good for that too. The other first iPhone is up for option. Elon did not go to jail yet, so we'll talk about that real quick in the short term. But the next number for this week is 517. 517? No. Not the area code of Lansing, Michigan. No. It's not the Levi's 517. These techniques that are still active, they're still in. No, 517. 572,000 jobs were reported and added time last month. And that's a lot. We expected a lot less. And that's pretty much that. Unemployment is down to the lowest rate since 1969. So why, right? Why is the Fed so efficient? Why is the economy so critical on how do people work together? So it's great that people are finding work, but wages are also going up. For every one opening that there is right now, 1.9 people are finding work. We don't have any workers basically, employee participation rate, as they call it. But there are not enough candidates to create jobs that are already open. So let's go some of those jobs. Why wouldn't you? If you're running a business, try to find a way to pay out of health care so you can pay cents on the dollar. So there's one thing there. But it's still, it's just basically, in a nutshell, it's out of whack. The Fed has been raising interest rates. That is down inflation. And so far, it seems to be well, fairly well. And quicker than usual. Usually, it would take 2, 3, 6 quarters to almost it to play out. This was happened pretty quick in about 3 weeks. So, the labor market is still so high, and wages are still going up. So, upward pressure on prices will be inflation, of course, too. So, they're all out efforts to lower inflation has been working to an extent. But these numbers, because 517,000 jobs in 1 month added to the economy, we don't expect about 187,000 or something around there. This is easy to read. But it's good to get able to pull off this software. Software full employment, which is one of the things that is statutorily mandated to do for private sector, I should say, as well as the replacement. We're well about that for the evolution of things. So, all of that's out of whack. So, all the numbers between they don't really, I mean, they do matter, obviously, if you're into this, if this is important. But if you're just looking at it as a headline, you got to watch what Jake Howard does. Chairman of the Fed said. He says, we are payday right now, which means,
Let's go. What happened here? Hey,
We'll see. That is what investors are going to look at.
What happened here?
Wall Street is trying to figure out predictions on what the Fed is going to do or iffy. But personally, I think it's going to see whether this 5% rate hike in March. But if you're going to be data driven, well, then they're going to have to stick to the data. And we don't have that data yet. So there's that. Also,
Two live shows coming in the fish bowl.
All of them did not do well as far as the top line and the bottom line. But it did. Amazon lost 8% of its value in stock on Friday. Apple also had a strength value. Who knows? So it's not the strength that they use products either, by the way. We're not sitting at home. It doesn't sound as good as the first, but this one is obviously stock but we have all three of those showing lackluster earnings in a bunch of layoffs. Don't forget, just in the last 3 months, the tech sector has laid off just north of 150,000 workers. So they're being right-sized, which is why they're not being affected so much. Basically, they're hiding their bets, and investors like to see that option go forward. So, oil companies also had a win last year.
Immigration velocity of a company to follow.
$55 billion in profit, Shell $40 billion, Chevron $36 billion, Apple $19 billion. That's a lot of profit. The sales for all of those combined was more than $1 trillion. The oil and petroleum-based parts of the sold back. So that is not going anywhere anytime soon. So we'll have to call that to be excited. When we come back, we're going to look at the artificial intelligence stuff I talked about. We're going to talk a little bit about what Neil was mentioning yesterday about worker replacement and why that needs to be happening. And then we'll look at the green economy a little bit as well. The Biden administration has 3 separate policies running through there to touch every part of the economy, which is us, which is our jobs, which is our prices, which is our opportunities moving forward. And hopefully, getting out of the area of possible social issues. So first, let's go to the 24-hour news from Andrew Terrell.
Police have been searching for an inmate who walked away from a state correctional facility in LA. The 65th annual Grammy Awards will take place later tonight in Los Angeles. Beyonce field with 9 nominations, including 1 for Album of the Year. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott is issuing a disaster declaration following a devastating winter storm. 7 counties, including Austin, were hit hard by the storm. We'll take a look at the 105 freeway next.
The child free and secure mental health resources. It's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need. Call our one line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhoun.org.
It's just a little ugly there. That's right, it's 105 Century Freeway, the eastbound side of the 710. Here's on a 3-vehicle crash at top of the right-hand side of the roadway, but it's going to be closed to approach 110 northbound to Montgomery Boulevard, passing the offside. That's not the truly delayed, but the 101 heavy still to downtown and also to Hollywood, southbound Hollywood Boulevard to Echo Park Avenue with Slow. KFI and the Diamond get you there faster. I'm Mark Lito. It takes years, maybe a lifetime to build trust. Once one, it's a precious stone. I'm Michael Lito. It's important that you go be honest. We're on it to earn your trust since 1972, and there's nothing without you. So be honest, and maybe trust.
We got the guys with the phones in the yard. Wonder shows everything there.
while dinner drinks are just $80 with a 30-foot dash. We're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. And our great cleaner service is just $80. So nice and big plus. Get fair conditioning is free. VODCGL.com. We do things the right way. Not this year. I'm John Morgan, Morgan. Why should you hire the Lord if you come to the world for your injury case? Let me help you. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, paralegal, and the case management. Always to the office for you when your lawyer reports. There's also a 24-hour hotline. If you ever have a question or a problem, we've collected over $15 billion in water a lot. We became the largest EV firm in the world for a reason. Lots of people hire.
I love it.
Visit orderpeople.com for an offer. You have heart failure, often people. What's the difference here with your brain?
A high five.
So AI represents those who take a technological disruption. And so I was really want to think about this because people are looking to years today that the host of corporate work he's done. He was a cool fan, he's also one of us. So I was pretty happy. He was right. A lot of those jobs could go away. The lower skill jobs, the consumer facing jobs, those kind of things could be going away. And honestly, some of the higher skill jobs have disappeared already as well, including computer programming and other software applications. So, what I'm trying to make some math out of it, which is really, but anyway, actually what I think about. So look, you have a personal drive for what? Love and rest and dirt. That drives you to work and create. That's what the transformation that you're doing, right? But you have to check with us with the kind of thing you see. So all of these things tie together and capitalism. Yeah, there are some short-term roadblocks on the technological space, and I'm not just talking about this like, oh yeah, we're talking about cases like that. This is all complicated. Easily look at because zero relationship is 1950 to 2000. Okay, there's a number of
Get antique movies.
the economy as a whole. All right, so we had 50 regular workers in 1950. Then we had to go through other television, which came in, this is right there. Automated selling series, right? In 1959, also 1959, factory robots. Still have some services in order. Today, factory robots. World Wide Web, you guys probably heard about that. 1991, they started these robots. 1987. So we started in 1950, then we had 5 pretty big technological disruptions that happened to the economy. 50 million employees. 140 million.
not the population growth. That is actually the Detroit job that have been created in jobs, right? So, look at the horse and carriage. You got car, horses, got unemployed. I don't know what's true. They didn't work. I mean, is it wrong that somebody, well, customer face-to-face jobs turn to automation, especially when there's a lack of customer service in the community? Well, that's fair. That's a cultural issue. More than it is a business kind of macro thing. But you're totally right about that, of course. But what I'm trying to get at is with one of those transforms, so when somebody moves to a job and has advantage of some automation that comes in, it creates better opportunities. So the car example, the car doesn't come in, you don't have to those two side mirrors that fold in lock your car. All of that has to be built on something. So it creates more jobs. And that goes down through history. You can go back to the list of days and then worry about it. That was a nice time.
Oh, it's 9/11.
When we got in this position, though, that
Like, people think they made this up. It's been a long time. What up, baby? I'll be there in a second. One moment. What up, Freddie White? What up, Freddie White? I'll be there in a second. I'm coming right now. Really? Yeah. I'm coming. Just here we go. Coming. Hi, Freddie. I stream my life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for world peace. I want people to no longer have war. And so I stream my life for world peace. And I have 666 days of content online, which means I have more of a video library than anyone else on the internet. You can watch history through my live stream.
They don't have jobs and work, they're not being creative, they aren't being busy, they don't feel loved, they don't feel secure, then you have societal unrest. And if you can lessen that a little bit, that's all it is. So basically, ChatGPT in a lot of ways is they done it all over. Infrastructure is part of that. Sustainability products, projects, roads, things like that. That's the kind of thing that's good. So ChatGPT is just another artificial intelligence, I was going to say that, with no technological disruption. It's going to bring prosperity, but the question we have there is physically progress. Because we're doing a lot of people behind on that, but we're going to pay the price for a long time. We have plenty of forces to do this right now, to get press for it.
This is like a real life Truman Show or real life Big Brother. What up, baby? I see you there.
All right, we are top of the hour, so we're going to do two things. Consumer tax customers will pay later. Another way for me to pay is to pay. Stop that. We'll talk about that a little bit. Google is waking up. Sorry. Google is calmly responding to a challenge in 450. It's not going to be very true at all. Then later we're going to talk a little bit more after we start that. The first iPhone is still in its wrapper, and for auction, the oldest one I could find, the iPhone is an iPhone 3. So maybe I'll start getting that post a little tomorrow. The first delivery, you can tell how in 24 hours. Hey, about your thing.
The Orange County Gun Owners Association says it will fight for stricter rules on concealed weapons permits in California.
The association says the proposed rules are unconstitutional. Your title 4 says he thinks the new rules, which include banning guns from public transit and bars, could have the opposite effect of making people more safe. Look at a couple of different ads. What became of the spy balloon has become.
Sorry, Darnell, let's try that again. The Orange County Gun Owners Association
Yeah,
says the way by proposed stricter rules on concealed weapon permits in California.
The association says the proposed rules are unconstitutional. The group's Michael Schwartz says he thinks the new rules, which include
Right.
banning
Oh,
guns from public transit and
but for
bars,
sure.
should have the opposite effect of making people more safe.
Looking at the
Stop.
numbers, well over 90% of mass shootings happen in what's called a gun-free zone, where people are unable to defend and protect themselves.
Governor Newsom joined other officials yesterday to rally for the new legislation.
Does anyone actually eat deviled
A
eggs?
study that found less restrictive carrying laws increase violent crime involving guns. Like trolling, KFIUs.
Museums in Southern California are free today. Rather, some museums in Southern California are free today for the first time since 2020. Over 30 museums locally are participating in Museums Free for All. The free general admission does not cover art exhibitors, especially ticketed exhibits. Museums in LA, Santa Barbara, and Ventura County are participating today. Arkansas Republican Senator Tom Cotton says the Chinese spy balloon situation is an embarrassment to the U.S.
What began as a spy balloon has become a trauma balloon, testing President Biden's strength and resolve, and unfortunately, the president failed that test.
Cotton says President Biden was paralyzed for an entire week after the balloon entered American airspace. He says the administration was trying to salvage Secretary of State Antony Blinken's trip to China and criticized the decision to keep the American people in the dark. Cotton says the balloon shouldn't have been shot down over the Aleutian Islands. Former Trump economic advisor Gary Cohn says he doesn't expect a recession in the first half of 2023.
It does feel like we're in relatively good shape here. The question is going to be, how does the Federal Reserve handle what's going on in the economy?
Cohn says record high inflation is starting to ease. Take a look at KFI traffic, a little crowd there in Hollywood.
Yeah, it seems to be getting worse here. The stop and go driver for 101 Hollywood Freeway southbound to Hollywood Boulevard to about Park Nelson northbound downtown Florida, which is going to be a heavy one. We've got a crash injury accident on the West 91. So, Bellflower traffic all the way to 105
Really?
freeway. So, we're heading slow. Stay with Line of the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mark Lewis. If you're afraid to do an accident, whether it's a car, motorcycle, truck, or even a dog fight, all sermons can help in with your accident for 8 years and living. We're talking about Sweet James accident insurance. Sweet James settled $188 million in claims to the loan for the injured clients in the tax finance. Every time they settle a case, they donate meals to those in need, having sent almost 80,000 people the last year. Most people don't know what to do when you're in an accident. You may not be able to use your car, and your injury may not allow you to go to work, take part in your normal everyday activities. If it happens to you, just call Sweet James. Someone cares. You have nothing to lose. Get the compassion you need. Get help with medical treatment and the money and justice you deserve. So if you get hurt in an accident, call Sweet James. Awarded best attorneys in America. 800-500-5200. 800-500-5200. SweetJames.com. Taking a look at Southland weather from KFI tonight. The clouds are going to clear out. Good news. Guys will be clear, a bit chilly, with lows in the 30s and 40s. And local clouds from KFI 24-hour newsroom. This is Doug Gotti. Here's what's trending in the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Next, it all stars our leader. Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and draft compensation.
The Warriors and both Steph Curry is expected to miss multiple weeks due to a muscle injury suffered yesterday against the Mavericks. And with the NHL All-Star Game festivities in the books, the Bucks resume their season against the Stars tomorrow. The Kings don't leave the Bears until Saturday against the Penguins.
DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code SPORTS for a special offer when you sign up. That's code SPORTS. Only at DraftKings. Attention business owners. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Now you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom design building. Just call 866-52 Steel or visit GeneralSteel.com to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, are trusted in General with their building needs. If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need General Steel. A very trusted Steel. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I recommend them to stop wasting money on rent. Call 866-62-STEEL. That's 866-62-STEEL. Or visit GetGeneralSteel.com to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building. Just call 866-627-8335 now or GetGeneralSteel.com. This is Jacob. You've been in a truck accident on April 4th, 2014.
Chain out of the fucking Tesla is for dong. That shit is for dong. I remember kids would have to use pencils like that. Really, yeah. And I would always be like, why? They would want to use those pencils. Like, the teacher gave them all, and they could get it all. So they'd want to like write like really small. Big dog. That was like anything sexual.
On KFI AM 644 simulating drama. Welcome back. This is a macroeconomic show. We try to make a little bit of sense out of all these numbers with those flying facts and all of the data reports and the earnings reports and all that. We try to find out where we're going at and what kind of tail it's going to have on it, if you will, or how it's going to play out. One of those things that plays out, especially with these interest rates that are going up, well, they're not going to go down anytime soon, despite what some economists think later this year. They might level off. Anyway, when the Fed raises those interest rates, right, it affects your everything. It affects your mortgage. It affects anything that has interest on it. Anything that has little bit, little years that happen. One of those ways that they get our money, and it's too easy, is Apple Pay. And if you have an iPhone, a lot of people apparently do. But demand has fallen off a little bit today because people don't upgrade every year. Like, they're not your company. So iPhone demand has fallen off, which is why their earnings report did not come in very good. This is first lost in the earnings report. I can remember several years, maybe 5, that Apple came in under expectations. Anyway,
Because they got given a type of device.
they did that.
You only need to add those facts.
Right, they did that.
Yeah, they go every night. Yeah, dude. So return that in your sure. I know that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I did.
Also, I can share with you, I thought they might pull iPhone down. It's true. Yeah, but I think they do. They Apple Pay, the wallet, the little app. So Apple Pay makes it, do you use Apple Pay? Do you use Apple Pay?
I try not to, but yeah, when I don't have my debit card, it's a lifesaver.
It's freaking easy.
Freaking way too long.
Yeah, it's the blood loving Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember that's actually your money account that easy. Like, oh, this is actually out of my account.
Yes. Yes. Well, there are very few things that help remind you that, especially maybe your monthly payment or, your wife. Anyway, Apple Pay later is coming soon. So this means that I think this is what they call it as a low barrier to entry. That's what they do in the second. So yeah, Apple Pay that. That's a real. It's a theory. Apple Pay later can be better. Better works. It's going to calculate for you how cheap that looks over 4 months. You can make any purchase and then they're still in beta with it. They're going to roll it out. So Apple Pay, you click Apple Pay, you say, hey, you want to pay later, pay all this. It's up to you. But let's say you don't have a lot of anybody hooked in. And it looks like $40, let's say, once a month for 4 months. That's a lot easier to swallow than $160. Oh, wait, so it's like Apple Pay for Apple. Yeah. Yeah. So that's like, I love Apple Pay. Well, they're going to take it into the wallet. It's going to do all the math for you. It's going to give you reminders. It's going to, yeah, this is a low barrier to entry. I can see myself doing it for his, but you're very easy to separate you from your income. Yeah. One step at a time. Another consumer tech thing that came up this week that it's still in our short-term, long-term memories is Southwest. So there was, as you probably saw, all over every place in December, during the holidays, travel got pretty much jammed up because Southwest was not able to deliver on promises to give people what they wanted. They ruined a lot of businesses. They did. They did. And Southwest executives, as well as Southwest Pilots Association, are going to be on Capitol Hill this week to tell them what's going on. But exactly, even she's got a different story than what the C-suite was going to say from Southwest. Nonetheless, they should have seen some of this coming, right? So, you look back at some of the earnings reports for last year, and even 21, 22, a little bit 21. They did invest a lot of money in their consumer-facing, their outward-looking improvements, right? But get rate clicks and conversion. About $2 billion in digital customer experience upgrades. So here's the thing. I'm going to put that in with us on the backside. But this is the third line. What happened? Yeah, they didn't do very much of that. So basically, you got a lot of money with very little change. So what you say is, basically, you're stuck in high wage for a while. So they got a tax issue. And looking at it, it looks great, but the behind the scenes, the tax bill is not so cool. Nobody knew that the weather was going to be that way. I get that, but I'm not, don't worry, I'm not putting devil's advocate. I want to hear the answers that you guys have, because tens of thousands of people were switching in airports overnight, couldn't get where they were going. I'm imagining some people banging along the way, some gifts that were packed, and had to get to the kids and stuff. I mean, if you're taking subway from my school to my daughter, you're going to get stuff. I'm not the only one for sure. Tens of thousands of people. So we're going to see how this goes. There's a couple of analysts that are also going to be on the Hill and testimony as well as to why they could have been this different, a different approach. So this is going to point towards management, and what management needs to do is not just manage these projects strategy, right? It's trying to preempt things that are coming down. This does not reflect well. So this time next week when you're back with this show, we're going to look at this and see what we see. Let's have one more look at this ChatGPT thing, because Microsoft put in $10 billion into an investment in ChatGPT, trying to up its game, because when was the last time you know, you say, it's not exactly a dictionary as a search term. So, oh, you can Google something, you don't say anything. That's not on this page. So, ChatGPT, Microsoft is trying to get caught up, right? They're trying to buy their way into a place where they've lost a lot. Because Google, this is their core business now. So Microsoft would take $10 billion to open AI ChatGPT. They don't have to create the technology, they're basically buying it because of the leverage. They're just trying to get more of that pie of internet search. And the advertising that comes with it, all of the things that are behind it, that comes with it too. So Google last week at its earnings report, before they got to any of the numbers, they were like, hey, by the way, you know what AI is. And we're going to invest $400 million in what we need to do. I honestly, I didn't want to use math on that because that sounds like about a month's worth of profit for Google, but every long one, $32. But Microsoft is definitely facing a threat here, so you might be getting some of that next year. So if they can pull in the ChatGPT, they can pull in the OpenAI, they can be predictive better. not sure exactly which way it's going to go. We just start to protect the structure data. Okay, people will start, these the marketers are going to find different ways to sell their stuff, or fix their stuff, or buy their stuff, so they can get around this new obstacle to create such a couple of jobs around that too. Maybe it's just another algorithm. It's a little way.
That's the thing. It's not just sending when you have your clients, but they know.
We're not friends. Why not? Okay, so we have a little bit of a little fun. The first item, the other
Wow. That's amazing. That's usually. That's nice to know. Look at they have a bank of bed. Or girl. She has flowers.
The Bay Area, and I think it was coming up our last segment today, we are going to talk about some more philosophical stuff, some computer tech stuff for sure. I'm going to get into what the A thing is. Like, you know, just a TV, you know, it's a TV, you can't figure out if that's going to actually work anything. How do we do this with Elon Musk today? Because he did not, well, he got off with
But Adam had everything he needed, but there was just one kid. He was lonely as fuck. So God is like, I got you, bro. I'll make you a part of some TV company. And that's how he inherited it. God created her. Adam told him, Adam hyped to have someone keep it in. And they lived in paradise, living their best life, and then all the fruits the garden had on.
And Elon Musk has been found not liable for costing investors millions of dollars when he claims about privatizing his electric vehicle. We'll take a break and then we'll come back and take a look at the 405.
Someone uses your toilet and it overflows. Can you imagine how embarrassing that is for your dad?
I did it happen.
You're hosting a party, the water's on the floor, and your guest wants to tell you that the toilet is backed up. And worst of all, you have to tell your guest that they used the bathroom. I shudder when they tell the story because it happened to me. Can you imagine? I own Rooter Hero Plumbing and my toilet overflowed. Talk about being humble. Well, the truth is, it can happen to anyone. And the solution is to call 866-DRAIN-77. That's what I did, and our plumber was here within the hour. Not because I'm the owner, that's just what we do. I'm so confident that you'll be satisfied with our services that I put my cell phone number on every business card. 866-DRAIN-77. That's 866-DRAIN-77.
Taking a look at your AMI traffic. It's not looking so good in Inglewood. We're one on the 64 freeway, the northbound side, running past Chester Boulevard. It's going to be a contact vehicle, center lane taken away. It looks like they're starting to crazy south, but it's still going to be stop and go from Imperial Highway. Catch on 10 mile freeway, the eastbound side of Arlington Avenue, right there in the offspring. And it's going to be heading in both directions, so you come up on it. But the Arcadia continuing on the Cheapside west side, that Santa Anita Avenue, that's stalled there, that's really bad things up. KFI, you've got to get to the faster. I'm Mark Engler.
Afraid to look at your financial statements? Shredding them without opening them? It's time for a second opinion on Edelman Financial Plans. Our opinions aren't based on intuition or daily market moves. They're grounded in institutional rigor. And all of our planners are fiduciaries who put your interest above all others. So if you need help managing the ups and downs of this market, we're ready to talk. At Edelman Financial Engines, you get personalized investment recommendations from a dedicated wealth planner who doesn't sell products to earn commissions. So stop shredding those financial statements. Let's take a look together. Time to get a step into peace. Get your complimentary wealth checkup where you can discuss your financial goals with a wealth planner. Call Edelman Financial Engines at 888-899-4450. That's 888-899-4450. Or visit EFEWealthPlanners.com.
So, shopping with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, deals, and rewards on the same high-quality items. One small step for groceries, one easy win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Roth.com. Roth, fresh for everyone. Subscription to Roth is at the details.
Right now, 3-pound bags of Egypt Fuel Cutie Secret Mandarins are only $3.99 with your card and digital coupon. Browse, it's fresh for everyone. Big Mac is a real danger. Now, Congressman $10 new book exposes their censorship. It's called Trump. Big Tech War on Free Speech. Google, Facebook, and Twitter suppress the truth about Hunter's laptop, COVID, Trump, and more. If you're tired of their liberal bias and how Twitter uses Gmail and YouTube TV to censor you, get Trump, an Amazon bestseller. Find $10 Trust at bookstores or see the free offer from Newsmax. Go to trust911.com. That's trust911.com. The guy is in transmission fluid.
Seriously? I feel like it's just textbook.
We all know how easy it can be to go to the wrong place for car repair. I don't believe them. That means your money is worth. So don't risk it. Take your car to the experts at Panco. AA, MCO. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Restrict implementation and exclusion may apply. See Panco.com for complete details. Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take it with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus the copy of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, podcasts. Welcome to the following program that we're recording. Do our jobs. We're hired to do a certain thing, which is keep the people safe and keep the water running.
Don't they realize that confidence in their job title is at an all-time low because they don't care?
Gary and Shannon, I think once you get into that world, you are so insulated there in Washington, D.C. Live 9 to 1 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. MIA came up with stuff on the right school last week. Welcome back, everybody, to Education Middleton. This is Sunday, February the 5th. And we're going to get back into it today. Let's just circle back on two things. We talked about the national industry this time off. 517,000 jobs added to the economy last month. We were more than expected. Unemployment rate 3.4% growth in 1.9 people to every one opening so far, pushing wages higher, which is good news. Your paychecks work. So, one area we didn't touch on, I wanted to know what's on the African American unemployment index. So that number, 3.4% overall unemployment rate. That's a big high. That's a lot of things. Like one, the economists on the right eye on this African American because it's more sensitive to how the labor market works. So it's almost, if let's say, looking at my business,
Oh, it did.
within the last few days, that might be more like 5%.
Oh my God, it's smarter than us.
Three-story areas to those jobs that
And when I want that,
it could be, honestly, it could be seasonal because
is that your favorite? Oh shit. What? Leaking. You are so swimming. Oh.
So that's a good time to be here because it is so sensitive to the economy, the macro stuff. And you gotta keep an eye on that because everyone's predicting what's coming up. I'm sure it's not as much as the Fed is going to get an interview to the presidents of the Fed in 12 do this and that. So it's just something else to keep in mind. For sure. All right. So also last week, Elon Musk, remember he tweeted about making Tesla private and said funding secure. And class actions to investors came at him and said that's misrepresentation basically. It's heavily fraud. Saying that you have something you don't, especially when you're talking about the company as big as Tesla. He and his lawyers say that he had a verbal agreement with the Saudi partnership, who was the next step that never played out. Whatever happened, we don't really know for sure, but it didn't play out. But the jury found that Musk could not be held liable for that. And it wasn't responsible because that was a free speech thing he was allowed to do. I think that's a really gray area, but I'm not a lawyer. But they'll protect me for weekends about that day because I'd like to see a little more coverage. We haven't gotten a lot of coverage on it. Other than, of course, Elon Musk name with the headlines. It's going to happen. But we're all going to get a little you know, did you see that balloon? I thought about Elon your once. I promise I can bring this up. You saw the balloon that shot into the sky yesterday, right? I did. Okay, I think we all saw it. We're going to the U.S. for Thanksgiving, roast it over Montana. And shot it down near my mom's house in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I was thinking, I bet Elon Musk is really jealous right now because it's getting all the pictures. I think she saw that headline and was like, oh, I'm going to put something in there next. So we'll note you. Looking forward to it. And then, people think that spy satellite might see it over on macroeconomic U.S. and it's all a lot of knowledge general stores. You know, a lot of people trying to throw things at it. Anyway, it's been a week. It's been a year. It's only February the 5th.
I know. I can't believe all these crazy headlines that have been coming out already.
The other thing we want to circle back on real quick was we were talking earlier about tech disruptions and how they capitalism feels with it, right? They suck it into the vortex and they kill it around them and progress and prosperity that comes. But there is an uncomfortable period that happens because the market is disrupted and so is ours. Okay, that's fine. Circling back, I did mention that ViralRabbi had a couple of things happening, and I mentioned the Inflation Reduction Act. There's also the Inflation Reduction Act that has $400 billion in subsidies for green tech that companies can, for grant. So that's money that will have to pay back in subsidies as well. Will help. So if you're a company, you want to stand up an apprenticeship program or a reskilling program, there are money there to help you do that. You want to do it all together. And that might be good. We'll see how that plays out. That sounds a little political. It depends on how who's going to qualify for doing what parts of the country you have to live in. You have to build it and you plant somewhere and manufacture planted versus underground workers. That's how it's playing. This is very macro.
But will it help with if you work out in a positive way that I see it here in Austin? Will it help with like unemployment, people who can't find out different those that companies you're training for a different position?
Absolutely. I mean, that means that instead of being exposed to the risk of being unemployed because of the new green economy that we're preparing for, it means they'll be prepped for it. And if they can't necessarily maybe they can make a time and still be able to keep working on a different part and be able to have a new skill set to be doing. Reskilling, upskilling, whatever you want to call it, just means not unemployed.
Well, that's good, but it's also, I think, because now they can just keep hiring from within, and this companies like to do that. So they can just keep hiring from within, but it's hard to tap into the company that as a newcomer if you want to think anything.
That's a point. Work with retention. You need industrial knowledge. You have to retrain and do what you need. The corporate culture doesn't suck. You'll be able to hang on to you longer, and that plays out. The more hiring you have to do, that's an investment that is really hard to make. A lot of people that employee though, that the actual investment really does pay off. That's $1.2 trillion over 10 years. Those big cables for new green grid. So that's infrastructure, right? So those jobs are not necessarily high skilled. You don't have to have an MBA to get those kind of jobs. You have to have a degree to get those jobs. They pay pretty well. They don't pay better. So, and the other thing is merit. So it's getting the direct approach to jobs. Right? We're trying to have our semiconductors, our the brains of our children to make sure that nothing. This is the war, it's well, sometimes because we're most of the time, but clearly it might be so I think the way that plays out is going to be even more political because we might get a lot of pressure from some of our friends as well as some of our enemies. So we'll see. And that really, that's too good.
Oh, that's it? Oh, come on, give a little, come on.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. We hope you had fun. We did. It's my invitation a little bit is Sunday, February 12th. We'll be back at this time, 2 o'clock next Sunday. But first, let's go to Sunday first. You can get KFI everywhere on the iHeart Radio, right?
Yeah, and also if you missed the beginning of the show, it's going to be on our future segments on the KFI page within the episode.
World critical thinker. One at time. KLST HD2. Wow. Everyone on the iHeart Radio app.
I'm Andrew Carabello, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Investigators say two fentanyl drug busts represent cartels' first attempt. If people in Orange County to seize the rainbow,
You have to be careful because cartels are using rainbow fentanyl to enhance the appeal of the deadly opioid. 15,000 pills were confiscated by deputies during a traffic stop in Anaheim. Costa Mesa Police spokeswoman Rabbi says another 30,000 pills were confiscated also last week, but this time during a traffic stop in Costa Mesa.
Small amounts of this substance can be lethal.
Investigators say this is the first proof that rainbow fentanyl was in Orange County.
There were two drug dealers and who deadly drug officers statewide.
The 45,000 rainbow fentanyl pills represent tens of millions of lethal doses in Orange County. Corbin Carson, KFI News.
two schools in the San Fernando Valley unofficially took top honors at the LA Unified School District Academic Decathlon Super Quiz. That was the final event of this year's Battle of the Brains. From the Truman Center for Advanced Studies in Rosanna and Rodrigo Hills High School in Tahunga achieved the highest unofficial score of 30,000 points. Results will be verified and the winning team will be announced February 25th at an awards ceremony at Los Angeles Mission College. A woman has been rescued after her car fell down in a basement in Los Angeles. The fire department was called to Holland Drive on Saturday afternoon after the woman's car fell about 100 feet. The 35-year-old woman was found outside the car and taken to a hospital. She has serious injuries. An assemblyman from Tomville is working to change the way how the police report taken to the state.
Republican Assemblyman Tom Lackey is working on a bill that will have child abuse claims go directly from law enforcement agencies to the state, as opposed to counties then to the state. Lackey says a recent audit found more than 27,000 reports first given to counties were missing from the state's database.
We said that there was a problem for some period of time, and we've been working on this for years.
Lackey says we should potentially reach thousands of dangerous people to cancel these foster parents and youth sports coaches. Blake Scully, KFI News.
People have been killed in Southgate. The fourth person has been hurt. It happened after a car crash where the driver was trying to get away from cops. The two-car crash happened around 2 this morning at State Street and Trinity Boulevard. Cops were investigating a theft connected to the car, and officers began following a vehicle, which developed into a pursuit. Police later canceled that pursuit due to the dangerous speed. Shortly afterwards, the driver crashed. LeBron James is on the brink of setting another NBA record. The Lakers star is 36 points away from surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the league's all-time scoring leader. James is currently 7th in the NBA in scoring, averaging 30 points per game. If he maintains that average and doesn't miss a game, LeBron could set the record Thursday when the Lakers host Milwaukee at Crypto.com Arena. LeBron scored 27 points in the Lakers' loss to the New Orleans Pelicans last night as Smoothie King Center.
This was not an accident. This was deliberate.
It was no accident. That's what former Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Mike Mullen had to say about the recent flight of a Chinese surveillance balloon on American airspace. He says the balloon was maneuverable and there was no way its president's over-service-sensitive site was coincident.
There's no way that he could have had a meaningful visit. And we have a host of issues that we need to address.
He says Secretary of State Antony Blinken was right to cancel his trip to China, especially since it seems that the visit was disrupted on purpose. Democrats are making changes to the 2024 presidential primary calendar.
We will move to a vote on the motion to approve the report of the Rules and Bylaws Committee. All those in favor of approving the report say aye.
The vote came at a party gathering in Philadelphia yesterday. as DNC delegates are moving South Carolina into the top spots for early voting. That would replace Iowa. Nevada and New Hampshire round out the top three. Georgia and Michigan also for the primary window for the first time. Iowa has traditionally been the starting line for the presidential election. And Tesla was quick to raise prices after the electric car tax credit loosened out.
All while ag is classified as a stand under the usual taxation. That meant they didn't qualify for the tax credit. Their time otherwise are over the $55,000 rule as part of the Bush production. We classified Model Y as an SUV. For those who qualify for tax credit, it's $80,000. Well, just hours later, Tesla raised the price of two of the Model Ys, one by $1,500 and the other by $1,000. The tax credit is $7,500 and a house higher price.
And there's a crash in mid-city off the 10 freeway.
That's right, we've got a couple different problems that's down at Central. So you've got a problem here. This is going to be the 10 from off the freeway, straight downtown, but also gets to the problem in Arlington, the west side of the 10, and as the west side of the we should head to as well. Now, here in High Hill, passing 91 down to 241. And to our Canadians, still have a delay. It's stalled for Chief West and KFI decide don't get to the faster. I'm more dealer.
With gold riding high, some financial analysts are projecting record high prices for precious metals this year amid continued inflation, a weaker dollar, and a looming recession. To protect your hard-earned money, call Swiss America a trusted leader in precious metals for 40 years. They've had your gold and silver delivered twice to your home. And now, Swiss America is offering 50 cents each, including delivery. $12, 50 cents each. Call right now to reserve your silver coin at 800-289-2646. Visit SwissAmerica.com/Conway. Silver won't pay Liberty $half for just $12.50 each. Delivered to your door, all supplies left. Get $250 per customer, and you have to mention time. Help protect your assets against inflation with precious metals. Call us at 800-289-2646. Visit SwissAmerica.com/Conway.
The expert Banco has been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our tech fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's Colino cars inside and out. Double A, CY. Check engine light on? We check it for free. Are you with their next millionaire client? You'll put that millionaire client to the Royal.com. I just put that Royal.com. Like you done.
Southland weather from KFI tonight. The clouds will be clearing out. It'll be clear out there. A bit chilly though, with lows in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, start of your work week on Monday. Highs are going to be around 70 degrees. Cleveland for Metro AOT, and even the 60s for the Valley and Inland Empire, 50 for the High Desert. Right now, one apart 67, Pasadena 61, Malibu 58 for Montebello, 4 degrees. And then local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Andrew Aragoa.
Consult a financial advisor or conduct your own due diligence. This show is pre-recorded. Editing well, produced and created by Southern Financial and hosted by DCAT. The channel is not an employee or partnership with firm. This channel compensation has hosted and correlated activities, and therefore has an incentive to enjoy any financial information. For additional information, please see www.silverfinancial.com/everydaywealth. The 2022 Top 100 Independent Advisors from ranking issued by Barrington Qualitative and Quantitative, including assets managed by the firm, technology standards, staff diversity, succession planning, and other measures. Firms elect participants that do not pay to be included in ranking. Compensation is paid for use and distribution of rating. Awarded customer responsibility to include data within the firm compensation. The method experience and returns are not at the intersection of life and money. This is Element Financial Agent Everyday Wealth. With personal financials for GCAT. Element Financial Agent has been ranked by the #1 investment advisor in the country. Now, here's GCAT.
There is not a lot to this Congress, which for the record is the 118th Congress of the U.S. There's not a lot that this Congress seems to agree on. Not even a full month in, we've already had agita over the debt ceiling and the 16 ballots it took to elect a Speaker of the House. But there is at least one issue that it seems pretty much everyone in D.C. can get behind these days, and that's that Americans need more ways to save for retirement. 2019 brought us the first Secure Act. Secure, by the way, is an acronym that stands for the Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act. It made the first big changes to the U.S. retirement system in more than a decade, and among other things, it made it easier for small businesses to set up retirement plans, gave part-time workers access to employer-sponsored plans, pushed back the age at which retirees needed to take required minimum distributions from 70 and a half to 72, and boy, were all the accountants in the land happy to see that confusing half year disappear. It also allows traditional IRA owners to keep making contributions to their accounts indefinitely, and gave 401k plans the ability to offer annuities. But clearly the regulators did not think they had gone far enough, and with good reason. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, not even 60% of adult workers participate in a workplace retirement plan, and even those who do are not walking away enough. So we've got a new law. These are just some of the reasons that Congress, 3 years after the original Secure Act, put another lawsuit called Secure 2.0 on the books. It's a $1.7 trillion bill that will likely positively and importantly impact your financial future. I'm Jen Chastity, and today on Everyday Wealth, we are going to break down exactly what it means to you. And I'm going to do that with Andy Smith, a wealth planner from Edelman Financial Agent. Later in the show, Ray Booth, who is a familiar guest to all of you, will be here as well to dig into some of the details. But Andy, let me say hi. It's nice to see you.
Jane, good to see you.
So what do you make of Secure 2.0?
The big thing that we're talking about and trying to start working with clients about is the whole piece on required minimum distributions. It's at the age at which you have had to start taking these kind of mandatory withdrawals per the IRS guidelines. Used to be 70 and a half, then it changed to 72. Well, the big news with the Secure 2.0 Act is that they are changing the age gate. So the first age gate is now 73. It'll eventually move up all the way to 75 in a couple of years. But what we're talking about with clients is trying to help them get a sense of when they need to start taking these required distributions from the account. But it's important because the IRS doesn't care what you do with the money. The IRS just cares that you take the money out because it's an ordinary income. It's a taxable income. So from a planning perspective, what we're trying to do is get a sense of, hey, when do you need to start taking the distributions, how to plan for that from a tax perspective, and hey, just because you can wait until age 73, sometimes it doesn't make sense that you need to start and probably should start a little bit sooner.
So when you take the money as a taxable event for the IRS, it basically means that you're at the mercy of market conditions at that time frame, right? You can't just move a stock out of your IRA and keep it. You gotta actually sell that investment and pull out the cash.
That's correct. So in some instances, what we actually do is kind of batch or hold a certain amount of money in client accounts for a period of time, kind of, prepping for their own retirement paycheck. And so you're not necessarily at the mercy of the market selling at a particular point, just like you're not always at the mercy of the market buying at a particular point. But if you have this kind of pool of dollars to draw from, then it's just a matter of when you want to time that throughout the year. But again, just because you can wait until 73, sometimes it doesn't make sense. And so when we're talking with people, we build these cash flow plans. We're trying to get a sense of what to pull from taxable accounts first, then your pre-tax IRAs and 401ks, and then trying to leave the Roth stuff for as long as possible. But that's kind of the big piece that clients have started to wrap their brains around here with the Secure 2.0.
Clients and wealth planners alike, I'm sure. Let's dig into just a couple of the nuances here. Not taking these RMDs gets really expensive.
It does. So Congress has kind of made this a little bit better. Used to be the penalty was, 50% of the amount that you should have taken out. Now they've dropped that to 25%. They've also dropped it to 10% if there's this kind of timely, acknowledgement and fix of the issue that's there. So in Congress's eyes, it appears as though that they are kind of drawing a distinction between willful abandonment of the law and just abuse. For that doesn't make it any nicer or easier to pay the penalty, but at least they have started to differentiate the reasons for the errors.
Because these RMDs are income, they have a direct impact on how much you pay for Medicare, right? Your Medicare premium. Can you talk through that?
There's different thresholds above which if you earn, specific amounts of money, you're basically charged more for the health care that's there. So when we talk about cash flow planning for clients, we're trying to get a sense of how much they need, how much is okay to draw without pushing them into these boundaries where they're paying more money for the same amount of coverage that they have. But if you're working with an advisor, if you're working with a planner, you're going to want to get with them and talk about how these changes affect you specifically, because like anything else, if there's one thing that's constant in Washington, it's the amount of change that's being thrust upon all of us here out in the picture.
You talked about modeling these scenarios and how it's not always the right move to wait. It's not always the right move to push these distributions down the road. When we think about not paying taxes in every current year, at least we do in my house, it's being individual, right? You don't, we want to minimize our taxes as much as we possibly can, but the downside to doing that is that you could wind up with a really hefty tax bill at some point in the future.
Right, and to be fair, we're talking about a fairly limited amount of time right now. But for younger people who are going to be in a situation where they may be able to wait until age 75 to start these required minimum distributions, you have to realize it's a math problem, right? It's a division problem. If you have a larger number in the numerator and a smaller number in the denominator, you're going to get a bigger number at the end. Well, that's what this is. So if you're waiting for that first required minimum distribution, if your life expectancy is smaller, right, that division, as the visor on the bottom, but everything else, just because you can wait, doesn't mean that you should wait. And so for people in different age cohorts, we're talking about different things as we look at their specific cash flow plans right now as a result of what these Secure 2.0 changes are.
If you're charitably inclined, there is a workaround. It's called a qualified charitable distribution. Can you explain what it is?
Yeah, I love these. The IRS doesn't necessarily care what you do with the money. They just care that you take the money out. Well, there's some things called qualified charitable distribution. And you basically are able to send money directly from your IRA to a qualified charitable institution. There's a threshold, right? If you've got $1 billion in your IRA, there's a limit, right? $100,000. But the Secure 2.0 Act has changed some of this. So what 2.0 has done is basically you can continue to make these qualified charitable distributions. These are not taxable events, by the way. So remember, the IRS just makes you do it. But if you go to a qualified charitable entity, you personally are not taxed on the amount, and the charity receives the full amount. Well, what's cool about 2.0 is that Congress has kind of added this one little nuance in. And if you are 70 and a half or older, you can use part of your qualified charitable distribution as a one-time gift up to $50,000 to a charitable remainder unit trust, a charitable remainder annuity trust, or a charitable gift annuity.
You just gave us a whole bunch of vocabulary terms, and look, the fact that we can do this for $50,000 sounds to me that this is really worth digging into from the perspective of our estate plan. But I'm going to ask you to hold that thought for just a second. We are going to take a very quick break. When we come back, Andy Smith, wealth planner from Edelman Financial Engines, is going to explain to us how Secure 2.0 can actually help save us on taxes. This is Gene Chapsky. You're listening to Edelman Financial Engines Everyday Wealth. We'll be right back.
An employee of the LA Department of Building and Safety has been filing a whistleblower suit against the city, alleging his speaking out against corruption caused him to be marginalized. The man from LA has been pleading guilty to selling 17 pounds of meth and 89 firearms, including several ghost guns. The man is facing possible life in prison. And actress Melinda Dillon has died. The two-time Oscar nominee was best known for her role as the mother in A Christmas Story. She was 83. We'll take a look at the 10 freeway next.
Oh. Oh.
You now with free and secure mental health resources. It's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need. Find this month. Call our hotline at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhoun.org.
Taking a look at KFI traffic, someone stalled on the 10 and Rose Street.
This is going to be on the San Bernardino Freeway, the eastbound side at Rosemead Boulevard, and it's going to be heavy in both directions. Now, as you make your way on through Ontario, pass from the 10 eastbound to the 15, it's going to be slow as you make your way to Santa Ana, 5 north down the Main Street catch-off to the right. Now, delays on the Hollywood Freeway, southbound to Hollywood. You go downtown, you're downtown full level on the 110. Hey, if I'm in this guy, I'll get you there faster. I'm Marquito. The podcast, Murder at Miami, traces the connection between the killing of a private investigator and the international money laundering scheme. It's a shocking, surreal story of spies, smugglers, and corruption in the city that was the nation's cocaine and murder capital in the 1980s. How do you know who he was running? The guns for. Well, it was obvious. The CIA was running that show. Listen to Murder in Miami on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts. This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business needs. With quick repairs to adjust the coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Book today in as little as 6 minutes with progressivecommercial.com. This is protected stuff. This is America. Try doing this in Germany. You know what happens? You get tossed in prison for that. Even saying you're a Nazi, you get tossed in prison in Germany. Here, the kids wear socks and arm bands, which is America. They'll handle that First Amendment in Cyprus. Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeart Radio app.
Welcome back to Edelman Financial Engines Everyday Wealth. I'm Gene Chapsky, talking with Andy Smith, a wealth planner from Edelman Financial Engines, about the changes that we're experiencing as a result of Secure 2.0, the new law that has really altered the retirement landscape. So, Andy, before the break, you were talking about QCDs. QCDs are qualified charitable distributions, and this wrinkle in the law that allows people 70 and a half and older to make a one-time gift of up to $50,000 to a charitable remainder unit trust, annuity trust, or gift annuity.
Right.
Explain what these things are.
So these are kind of estate planning options. So say you have a large estate and you want to give $1 million to charity. You can give money to
to charities, but then you can get something back in return. So with these QCDs or with the QCD change here with 2.0, what Congress is basically letting you do is you can take up to 50 grand and move it into this other entity, either a charitable remainder unit trust, a charitable remainder annuity trust, or a charitable gift annuity. Now they're different, right? So the charitable remainder unit trust is a trust that generates an income stream. It can generate an income stream to you, to somebody else. You can't do it for more than 20 years, or the life of the non-charitable beneficiary. What happens, so you get this income stream, and then when you die, or this other person dies, the charity receives the remainder of the donated assets. The trust, or this remainder unit trust, it distributes a fixed percentage over that period of time. Now, the annuity trust, it's the same thing, but it distributes a fixed annuity amount each year over the life of either you or this other person. And again, when you die, then the charity that you earmarked gets the money. And that's different. There's that third one called a gift annuity. This is a direct contract between you and the charity. And the income stream depends on different things, like your age, the time of the gift. But with all of these, the idea is you can take up to 50 grand, earmark it for a charity, and then you get something in return. So what do you do with the income? You could basically use that payment to pay insurance premiums on this 10-year, 15-year, 20-year term policy that when you die, then your beneficiaries get some money. So here's this opportunity for the charity to get some money when you pass, your beneficiaries or your heirs to get some money when you pass, and then you can get something here in the interim. So this is kind of a pretty big thing that not a lot of people are aware of or able to take advantage of because they just they're not working with a planner or an accountant or an attorney to be able to make sense of all of this. But it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and I'm sure the charities are going to be all over it as
Yeah,
they should be, but I gotta say this is not one of those things, and I want to be very clear about this. This is not one of those things that you can walk into the bank on the corner and buy. This is complicated, really good, complicated, but complicated.
It is. This is a team effort. So you're going to want to talk with your planner, your accountant, your state attorney. There's a lot of people who you need to have at the table for this. They're all going to want to talk together because this is a pretty intensive planning opportunity here that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to my mom about this because I actually think this could be a really good opportunity for her. Okay, let's move on, Andy. There are changes that go into effect not in 2023, but in 2024. So 2024 is bringing some big changes to workplace accounts. One thing that it's going to allow is for employers to actually automatically enroll employees so that they can set aside up to $2,500 in separate emergency savings accounts alongside their retirement accounts. This is really good news for people who don't have an emergency fund. There are also student loan repayment provisions, so employers will be allowed to make contributions to an employee's retirement plan that matches the employee's student loan repayment. So if you are involved in paying down your student loans, to the extent that you actually can't make a retirement plan contribution, those matching dollars can go into your retirement plan, which is fantastic. And then again, Andy, there are some big changes as far as R&Ds are concerned.
There are. So it used to be that everything was pre-tax, right? You earn money, and then you can take a chunk of that money and defer taxes, pre-tax into this 401k or 403b, etc. Well, a couple of years ago, they offered these post-tax or Roth 401k opportunities where you're already taxed on the money, you put it into the Roth 401k, grows tax deferred, and then you can take out money tax-free over a period of time if you leave it in there for 5 years, all this other stuff. Well, here's the thing that's really different in 2.0. It used to be that when you had a Roth 401k and you were of required minimum distribution age, you had to take required minimum distributions from your Roth 401k. Now, you weren't taxed on it, right? But the IRS made you take money out. what Secure 2.0 has done is it started to align and make more similar the Roth 401k to the Roth IRAs. Now, the Roth IRAs, you never had saved required minimum distributions during your lifetime. So, from a planning perspective, when we talk with people, we look at pre-tax and post-tax 401k. So, pre-tax 401k, Roth 401k. We look at IRAs, Roth IRAs, brokerage accounts, all of the different pieces together. So with this one change, you need to have a really good sense of what you're going to tap into and when and how in order to create this retirement income stream, this retirement paycheck for you. So, if you have that Roth 401k, and if you are of required minimum distribution age, you need to know that things are changing, what you do with your retirement income.
There are some people who say if you can't afford to pay the taxes now, you should pay the taxes now. And also who look out into the future and prognosticate, one of my favorite words, that taxes are just going up. That the government has a lot of debt on its balance sheet and taxes in the future are going up. So if you can pay them now, you should pay them now. What do you think about that?
This is why it's so important to work with somebody, because it's not just modeling how much you save, it's modeling how you're going to be spending the money that you have saved. It's how you're going to be modeling taxes. It's how you have to look at and consider tax efficiency, because that is a huge part of the overall income planning process. So if you're doing this on your own, if you're a DIYer, and you just think, I'm just going to save money into my pre-tax or my post-tax, and I'll just figure it out down the road, you have to understand how spending, taxes, and tax efficiency are going to affect or have the potential to affect what your retirement income stream is going to be down the road. Because at some point, you can be too far on where you don't have the flexibility to make those changes. You want to look at scenarios now, you want to look at different models and different options now. You take the savings that you already know and how that is going to affect what your income stream is down the road.
Such an important point. We spend so much time talking about accumulate, and not nearly enough talking about the decumulation process and how nuanced and complicated that can be. So you're right, models, scenarios, it all matters. And we are going to dig into it when we come back. I'm Jim Chapsky here with Edelman Financial Engines Wealth Planner Andy Smith. You are listening to Everyday Wealth. Stay with us.
I'm in the Caramello, live at the KFI 24-hour newsroom. President Biden says he authorized a training surveillance balloon to be shot down days ago.
We're coming out to shoot it down, launching as soon as possible. They decided, without doing damage to anyone on the ground, they decided that the best time to do that was down over water.
Pentagon says the balloon was shot down by fighter jets off the coast of South Carolina in U.S. waters yesterday. First Lady Joe Biden is in L.A. Biden arrived at Irving Airport Saturday afternoon. The First Lady will be one of the presenters of the 65th Annual Grammy Awards tonight. Ceremony will be out in Crypto.com Arena. And police are looking for an inmate who walked away from a correctional facility in Los Angeles. Carlos Montez went missing from the Vail Community Reentry Program yesterday. California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation officers received notification of an alarm on Montez's monitoring device at about 4:30 p.m. and were dispatched to locate and arrest him, but found that he had disappeared. Montez has been at the facility since February 14th of last year and was serving a 5-year sentence for second-degree robbery and evading or attempting to evade a peace officer while driving recklessly. Customs officials say broccoli smuggling is increasing along the California-Mexico border. They say people are bringing raw poultry and eggs in their cars and in commercial trucks.
This is, if it's a raw product, or raw eggs, then the raw chicken and raw poultry, it can't come on.
Charles Payne is with Customs and says you're okay to bring in fully cooked poultry or eggs, but you still have to declare them.
If they fail to declare, they can be issued a civil penalty.
Payne says over the last year there's been a 108% increase in smuggled eggs and poultry. Problems on the 210.
That's right, it's the Foothill Freeway, the westbound side, right at Santa Anita Avenue. It's installing some debris in the right lane there, stopping the traffic from 605.
Now, just Santa Ana to 5 north at Main Street. You've got a crash. It's going to be slow from 17. You can get yourself to on as you make way you coming up 405 south to the 101 to the 90 Marina Freeway. But that heavy drive. This city on the 10s. Headlock Sienna as well as 12. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Mark Wheeler.
Attention Southern California, another massive rate increase. Declare your energy independence from the utility company. If you've ever thought about going solar, you must go solar right now. You can go solar. It's Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor. They'll get the job done with a free decor and honor. Imagine, no money out of pocket and no payments until 2024. That's no utility bill and no payments all year. Keep your money in your pocket and go solar American style with Semper Solaris. Worried about blackouts? Tesla Powerwall and Enphase batteries are in stock. Call 877-211-5591. Not sure about your roof? Semper's an Owens Corning Platinum preferred contractor. Upgrade to Owens Corning 50-year warranty for free. Grab the 30% solar federal tax credit. $500 downloadable coupon. $500 off for military and first responders. Plus 0 down 0% interest and 0 payments until 2024. For all offers, call 877-211-5591 or visit SemperSolaris.com. Good credit expiration 2023. CSL number 9781. It's Ross Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
In the NBA, the Nets and Kyrie Irving and Marquise Morris to the Mavericks, for Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and draft compensation, with expected to make his Dallas debut on Wednesday against the Clippers. According to ESPN, the Nets prefer the Mavericks trade package over what the Lakers offer. And NASCAR opens its season today with the Busch Light Clash at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Caleb Williams was the honorary starter for the 150-lap exhibition race. I'm Andy Banks.
Hey, it's Ross Tucker. If you'd like to make things a little more interesting, download this for the newest episode of the Even Money Podcast with Branson, releasing every Tuesday, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Football and betting. The Even Money Podcast.
Well done, weather from KFI tonight. The clouds will be clearing out. Your skies will be clear. It's chilly. Lows in the 30s and 40s. Even cold cold. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm going to be Carabella. Contact your license 1047-71. There are some homeowner headaches. We fix it, yeah.
What is our heating rejuvenation, where we help to prevent breakdowns by performing 6 critical adjustments for just $129.
Another one is more on call getting drains for just $80 with a 30-foot drain sink.
And we're on call 24/7, 365 days a year.
And our drain cleaning service is just $80. So nice, I said it twice.
Get air conditioning and plumbing. GOETTL.com.
We do things the right way, not the easy way.
As well, we want our fresh children to meet your expectations, which is why we're dedicated to doing up to a 27-point inspection on our fruits and veggies, checking for things like sorry. In fact, only the best produce like crispy oranges and crisp carrots reach our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh, our higher standards mean fresher produce. Well, fresh for everyone.
Think big on your favorites with the Buy 5 or More Save $1 each day. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your card. Ralph's, fresh wherever you want.
Philly Campaign showcasing the way they have run this company with love and dedication to their employees and creating their motto, revolutionizing the home improvement industry one customer at a time while changing the lives of their employees for the better. People make a difference. American Vision Windows is built on a team of home improvement experts who take great pride in their work, and the energy-saving advice they provide is priceless. American Vision Windows makes sure that all the installers are AAMA certified. Now, due to the rising energy costs, many people are turning to dual-pane, energy-efficient windows to reduce their utility bills. If you have wood, aluminum, or even vinyl windows and enjoy saving money, but you love the feeling of a well-insulated home, then you might be in the market for new windows and doors. American Vision Windows are custom-made to fit your needs and the style of your home. 0% interest, 0 payments until 2024, plus free expert installation. For all offers, call or see website for details. Monitor credit, offers expiring 2/28/23, CSLB 76832.
The United States, we have been reactionary when it comes to military concept. We wait until we're provoked. We simply don't have that luxury now, especially there. China's doing 100-year thing. They've been around a lot longer than the United States has, and they understand the value of patience, along with sharing and share. They have nothing but time. Live 9 to 1 p.m. on KMR and on demand anytime on the iHeart Radio app.
In 2019, setting every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act, also known as the Secure Act, was passed. In 2019, the Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act, also known as the Secure Act, was passed and began the process of helping Americans save more for retirement. Well, this past December, Secure 2.0 was passed in the Congressional Appropriations Bill, and its newer version, as we've been talking about, builds on earlier legislation, offers people potential opportunities to help you save more for retirement, and wait longer to take distributions, possibly even utilize some tax-smart strategies. Hey everybody, I'm Jim Chasky. I have been talking with Edelman Financial Engine's wealth planner, Andy Smith. If you missed the earlier part of this conversation, just a reminder, you can always go back and pick it up on our podcast. We've covered a number of strategies that can help you save some money, give some more money to charity, all the other great stuff. So, Andy, before the break, we were discussing changes that go into effect this year, 2023, and next year, 2024. Let's talk about what happens after that. And let's start with the fact that we may be able to put more money into our retirement accounts in the form of catch-up contributions.
So here's the deal. In your employer-sponsored plans, you have these limits that you can put, a certain amount of money into the plan. And that's for everybody, right? Well, it used to be if you were 50 or older, you had the potential to make these things called catch-up contributions. And at things or savings that you could stock away into the retirement plan. So that is still there, but for 2023, if you're 50 or older, you can put an additional $7,500 on top of the 22,500 into the retirement plan.
So I'm just happy there for just a second. That 22.5, that's a big jump from the year before.
Correct. So that's gone up, right? From everybody can make the same maximum contribution. So now you have this additional catch-up contribution. But starting in 2025, the new rule, the Secure 2.0, actually bumps up to $10,000, an additional $10,000, or 50% more than whatever the regular catch-up amount is that year, whichever is great. Now, there's some nuance, right? If you earn a certain amount of money or below, if you earn $145,000 or below, it can keep going into the pre-tax, accounts, just like all your other employer-sponsored contributions. If you earn over that, it's going to go into an after-tax piece. But so what, right? I mean, so what with an asterisk? But the idea is you can stock away money now during this period of the trophy dash for it. I tell people all the time, you've been saving as much as you can for as long as you can. But, into your 50s, if the kids are out of the house, debt is almost paid off, you have this, incredible opportunity to be stocking away money. Well, now Secure 2.0 is basically saying, hey, guess what? You can put even more into these retirement plans at work, which is just a tremendous opportunity for people to be taking advantage of.
So you called it a trophy dash. I think if people who've been listening to this show for a long time know that I am a big saver, right? This is the kind of thing that gets me very, very excited. But it is locking up money, right? It's locking up money. It's reducing flexibility. It's reducing liquidity. Is there a sweet spot for the annual total? Is there a percentage that we should be aiming for? Or is there an amount of money that we should make sure that we're not locking up?
I think it goes back to that concept, this is a one-size-fits-none t-shirt, right? You can be the same age as 10 people on your dollars, 500,000, you can have $1 bajillion in, your retirement savings and your investments. But what each of you need to be thinking about and doing could be entirely different, right? If you're cash rich, well, guess what? You probably need to be stocking away some money to be able to help inflation proof your long-term retirement income stream. If you're, if you're house rich, or if you're investment rich, you have to be putting different things in different places. I think what I always like people to remember is, and I just kind of beat it into the ground, save as much as you can for as long as you can. Once you have trained yourself to be able to generate this certain amount of money, year by year, the source or the destination for those dollars could change. There could be some years in your planning, in your accumulation stage, where you're trying to stock away money into emergency savings, trying to get that 6 to 12 months, sometimes even 24 months worth of emergency expenses on hand. Sometimes you're close to paying off student debt, you're close to paying off the home, and you focus on that. Sometimes you realize, oh my gosh, longevity is an issue. I could live into my, mid-90s and need to have money there that can help preserve my purchasing power. So, yes, there could be a sweet spot, but I think that sweet spot changes year over year. I think that sweet spot changes person to person. That's why it's so important to work with somebody who can look at different scenarios, look at different models and say, look, right now, this is probably what you need to be doing for the next 12 months. When we talk in 6 months or 12 months or whenever we talk again, we can reestablish what that go-forward plan is for you for that next period of time. But the idea is with Secure 2.0, you can stop money into your retirement savings. It doesn't mean forget about cash. It doesn't mean forget about student loans or mortgages or anything else for your cash flow.
When we come back, we are going to dig into another nuance of the Secure Act and how we will define it to buy us some lifetime income to help us deal with that problem that Andy was speaking about living to 95, living to 100, living beyond. Dr. Wakey from Edelman Financial Engine will join us. Andy Smith and I will be back in just a moment. You are listening to Everyday Wealth.
Commander Caravello live in the KFI 24-hour news room. LAPD SWAT officer has been suspended. Body camera footage from another officer caught the cops saying something inappropriate just before deadly shooting. The man has been arrested for bringing a gun to a park during a sixth soccer tournament at the Kennecott State Recreation Area off South Los Angeles Boulevard. And NASCAR kicks off its second year of its Busch Light Clash at the LA Coliseum. The race starts around 5 this evening. Speaking of 5, we're going to take a look at that freeway next.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. With over 2 billion phone calls last year alone, more people in more cities across America want more Morgan & Morgan. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, you're also hiring a family business. And after 35 years, we now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other agency firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you. Injured, call Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Trouble in Orange County. Bye.
Standing in a freeway, northbound side, right at Main Street. Branch off to the right, slow traffic from 17th Street. We also have delays, but getting better through Arcadia on the 210 west of San Antonio Avenue. Earlier problems clearing out, but still stop and go from the 605. So we're there. Big City, LA on the 10th, eastbound at National Boulevard to the 110. That's a bit crowded. It's South LA, the 110 northbound Imperial Highway. It's going to be slow, crowded as your approach. KFI in the sky, let's get you there faster. I'm Mark Ingram. This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options. An easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get it closed in over 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections are available in all states and situations. If all home air purifiers are the same, then why would the U.S. Department of Defense select EnviroClaim to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ships? Because EnviroClaim's advanced mineral technology goes beyond ordinary HEPA filters to destroy airborne illness causing cold and flu viruses, including COVID. EnviroClaim is the new science of air purification, and now you can order one for your home. This is exactly how to stop cold and flu from taking down your whole family. In fact, this hospital-grade technology is so powerful, it promises far fewer colds and allergies and better sleep. Visit
Does your partner give you the silent treatment? Just when you want to talk about something tender, they choose the channel, they walk out of the room, they dismiss you, they give you the silent treatment when they're angry. Well, psychologists call this stonewalling, and there are some ways to deal with stonewalling.
Dr. Wendy Walsh, today at 4 on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Welcome back to Edelman Financial Engine Everyday Wealth. Also, Andy Smith and I have been talking about the changes coming our way thanks to the passage of Secure 2.0, a big law changing the retirement landscape. We're going to bring in Dr. Wei Hu, Vice President of Financial Research at Edelman Financial Engine, to talk about some additional changes. When the first Secure Act was passed in 2019, it opened the door for annuities to be used within work-based retirement plans. This law takes it a little bit further. Wei Hu, welcome to the show. Always great to have you here.
Great to be back here again, Gene. Good to see you.
So, talk to me a little bit about QX. Andy's been defining terms for us also. He's been bringing us a nice vocabulary lesson. We are happy for that. QX, QLAC, is one we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah, we love our acronyms, don't we? So QLAC stands for Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract. And what it is it's a specific kind of annuity that you can buy using a 401k or IRA money. And so that's where the qualified comes from. It's tax qualified. Longevity annuity is basically a specific type of annuity where, you may be familiar with annuities where you pay premium and then you can start taking income right away up until as long as you live. And a longevity annuity, in contrast, it actually defers those payments so that you can pay, let's say, at 65, and you can elect not to get any payments until you're 80 or 85. And so that's the deferred part of the annuity contract.
Are there specific regulations or laws as far as when you can buy this annuity, how much you can put into it, and when you can actually turn the income stream on?
Yeah, so in terms of limits, so the reason there are limits is that, with 401ks and IRAs, you need to take R&Ds normally, required minimum distributions. They start now after Secure 2.0, they start at age 73. Now, with this kind of deferred annuity, there was concern about, well, how does something like that meet the R&D requirement? And so what the Treasury did was it actually carved out a specific room for people to invest part of their 401ks or IRAs into these deferred annuities and not run afoul of the R&D requirements. But it gave a limit on that. And initially the limit was you could use no more than 25% of your tax-deferred monies. And there was a dollar limit that was initially $135,000. It rose after inflation to $145,000 last year. Now with Secure 2.0, that changed. So they removed that percentage limit, so you can use all of your retirement accounts to do this. But there is still a dollar limit, and that dollar limit is $200,000 into QLACs.
Can you talk a little bit, and then Andy, I'm sorry I'm having this conversation, I'm going to let you jump in, but can you talk a little bit about the purpose of this? I mean, I know that one of the biggest fears about retirement, specifically for women, is we're going to outlive our money, right? These instruments, because you don't turn on the money until you're 80 or 85 and then it lasts for life, seem to address those fears, but I'm sure there's a downside too.
Yeah, so the way this works is, as you said, the risk of living a very long time is sort of a new risk that people face once they're in their later years or in retirement. So when you're in your 30s, you don't really think about this kind of risk. So when you're saving 401ks, we don't really talk about it that much. But once you're in retirement, this really is one of the bigger risks you have to face. And so, for example, if you take a 55-year-old couple the chance that at least one of them reaches age 100 is higher than you might think. It's about 30% chance that either husband or wife will reach age 100. And so that's where longevity annuities can come in. And it's a question of, well, if you're going to buy some more guaranteed income, what kind of annuity is the most effective? And I think the industry has gone beyond thinking about just providing immediate annuities where you plop down some money at age 65 and then you start getting monthly income from then on. And the point of view here is that by deferring payments until age 80 or 85, what you do is you actually get higher payments when those payments start. And the idea here is, why would you want to do that? Not give up that income from 65 to 85 or 65 to 80, is that it's sort of a more pure form of insuring the biggest risk, which is living a very long time. So in contrast with an immediate annuity, what an immediate annuity does is it pays you money at 66, 67, 68, 69, all the way out to 100 or 120, which is possible. And there's very little likelihood of living to at least 120, but the insurance company provides some possibility for that. And what it does is, at age 66, there's very, very little chance that a typical 66-year-old isn't going to make it to that year. So it's mostly like buying a bond for that age 66 payment. So you're not getting that much insurance value out of that immediate annuity. In contrast, for those longevity annuities, they're paying out, let's say, starting at age 85, and there is, let's say, close to a 50% chance that you'll survive to age 85. And so that is much more insurance versus just interest payments or return of principal to you. And so if you have kind of a limited ability to buy annuities, a set dollar amount, then focus on getting the most insurance value out of that. So that's kind of the rationale behind these longevity annuities. When you talk about the actual, possible implementation of a TLAC in a person's longer-term retirement plan, how would someone want to start thinking about using it? How would they keep whatever else is in their kind of investment portfolio? Yeah. So, you should think of TLACs not as an investment vehicle, because that can lead to sort of some very strange thinking about insurance, which is that you might think, well, if I don't live till 85 when the payments begin, I'm going to feel like it was a bad choice. But you shouldn't think about insurance that way. Like when you buy fire insurance for your house, you don't say, I really want my house to burn down so I get some insurance money back, right? You think about, insuring against a catastrophic risk. And so you don't really want a catastrophic risk show. We don't want to live to age 120 and not have any money left. So that's what the insurance is designed to protect against. In terms of how it works with the rest of your financial plan, the standard TLAC, you can think of it as a little bit like a fixed income replacement. So it's a low risk, set of assets underlying or backing up the insurance claim. And so you can think of it as not replacing your stock portfolio, but really kind of taking the place of what you might invest in bonds predominantly.
I would imagine that the TLAC figures pretty intensively into that required minimum distribution conversation that we had earlier in the show. Because if you know that you're going to be pulling a certain amount of money out of your retirement vehicle, you could pull more, knowing that this would come along and replace some of those fixed income expenses down the road. It's just another reminder that it's all personal, right? I mean, every situation is different.
Right. There really is no kind of generic rule that says you should take 10% or 20% and put it in any kind of annuity, whether it's an immediate annuity or one of these TLACs. You really need to look at the circumstances and what the anxieties of that household are and what their capacity for dealing with one or both of those members living longer than expected?
We are just about out of time. Ray, thank you for that. It is, Andy, it's complicated, right? And it is just one of those situations, like so many of the things that we've discussed today, that you have to talk about, not just with your wealth planner, but with your tax professional and your estate planning attorney. I imagine these are the conversations that are going on in your office right now.
They really are. And it just kind of lends credence to this idea that, there's a lot of stuff out there that you could potentially use. Does it make sense for your particular situation? I don't know yet, right? But you need to talk with somebody that you trust and understand how, all these different tools could possibly be used to get you all the way to and through retirement. But the Secure Act 2.0 has given you a lot more tools and put a lot more arrows in your quiver here that you need to be aware of.
We are now officially out of time. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Ray, for being here today, both of you.
My pleasure.
If you have a question or a topic that you would like us to discuss, we would love to talk to you on the air. So visit us at everydaywealth.com to submit your question, and together with an EFE Wealth Planner, we'll talk through potential solutions that would be personal to you. And if you missed an episode, be sure to check out our past podcasts. Starting mid-February, Everyday Wealth will be transitioning to a podcast-only format and will no longer be a weekly radio show. While our format may change, our mission has not. We are dedicated to helping people grow and protect their wealth, and will continue to sit at the intersection of life and money and focus on the moments that matter most for your personal economy. We'll continue to invite experts and
Oh, dude, I see you. Sorry. Hey, dude, I didn't see you, but I got you. How you doing, baby? Wow, I'm coming. Dude, I've been working with the ChatGPT. Check this out, baby. I'm coming.
If you're new to the world of podcasting, just visit everydaywealth.com. All of our episodes are available there as well. Have a great week, everyone. Next on the Dr. Ray Wells Show, the lonely American male. How to bring him back to the tribe. Myths about love that might be keeping you single, and 4 things that are perfectly normal for couples to fight about. We are live on KFI and KOSC HD2 Los Angeles and Orange County, and we're live everywhere. I'm the odd person to do that.
So you think you've got all the answers? Well, we got news for you. So here's what we can do right now.
KFI.
KOSC HD2.
Los Angeles.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm basically writing it right now. Check out some of these things that we've learned today.
A lot in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The LA Police Commission has unanimously voted to give Chief Moore a second term. But Mayor Bass says Moore will only serve another 2 to 3 years, and a nationwide search for his replacement will begin soon. The vote yesterday was held in a closed session and come on the heels of a series of scathing critiques against Moore during the recent public comment period. Moore was appointed in 2018 by former Mayor Garcetti, and Moore said he wanted to spend his time reforming and modernizing the department. Commission President William Briggs said following the vote, Chief Moore is an exceptional leader, and keeping him in place will provide much-needed continuity for the department. Steve Corrego with Trumman News. LA Lakers superstar LeBron James is on the brink of making NBA history, and ticket prices are hitting an all-time high. LeBron James is about to break.
Look at this. All the stuff you wanted to know. Like all the best stuff.
Points away, making a top spot in Lakers state. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar second. And they're going to be a big watch to watch when the first moment unfolds. Ticket prices for next week's game against Oklahoma City Thunder is nearly triple. And if you want courtside seats, some are going for as much as $200,000. Games may need 1 or 2 games, change the record book. Whenever it happens, Abdul-Jabbar plans to be at the game. Jay Yamamoto, KFI News.
Current charges have been filed against a man accused of vandalizing a mural that commemorates Latina heritage in Orange County.
This means something for our community.
Investigative police spokeswoman Rabbi says witnesses allegedly saw and had video of Daniel hiding the facing the photorealistic mural.
It was vandalized in late October. It's right to public language.
Orange County DA Kimberly says that even though Hadi allegedly wrote Fight Power over the names of strong women leaders in the county,
And adding in their stores,
100 perfect things to take. And that's better than any doctor.
The green field that was created by this balloon
It gives
was
you
shot down. It's about 7 miles long. Anytime the military
a little
is
warning.
considering an operation,
It explains
they
it.
have to consider the safety of the American people.
Depends on the person, but man is back here.
Buttigieg said that the mission was all about minimizing the risk of life and property on the ground. The New Hampshire Republican Governor Chris Sununu says that he's definitely thinking about running for president in 2024.
At the end of the day, you have a lot of Republicans that get in that race. They're all really good people. They're really good candidates.
There is need for new leadership in the Republican Party. He says the 2024 Republican primary field is likely to be crowded. Sununu says former President Trump is unlikely to succeed in a one-to-one against Biden. He said Trump is seen as a very extreme candidate that will receive pushback from the American people. Actress Melinda Dillon died.
Dillon was a two-time Oscar nominee and a Tony nominee. Best known for her roles as the mom in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and A Christmas Story.
You're being careful out there. Don't shoot your eye out.
She was
Just
nominated
shoot your
for
eye
Best
out,
Supporting
kid.
Actress in Close Encounters and the 1981 Paul Newman drama
Really?
Absence of Malice. Dillon also appeared in Slapshot, Harry and the Hendersons, and Prince of Tides. Funeral records show Dillon died last month, although no cause of death was given. Tuesday 3. Mark Roman, KFI News.
And all the different things. Walkabout will be winning it. I'll be watching Super Bowl next Sunday.
Americans are expected to eat a record amount of chicken wings while they enjoy the big game. The National Chicken Council predicts football fans will consume 1.45 billion chicken wings over the Super Bowl 57 weekend. That's up about 84 million wings from last year's big game. The organization said a return of Super Bowl gatherings combined with more favorable prices are reasons for the increase. Jennifer Jones, the KFI News.
And let's head to trouble on the 60 in Monterey Park. What's going on, Zachary?
Well, the 60 website is also out here. They report with some numbers you might for that you write money. So be careful of running on those. The long between 50 and south of 405 again, you will want to install and left lane of the January to the 70 south to 405 south. KFI is deciding what's to be there faster. I'm Zachary Dagan. Well, all those good work is best casino resort, best restaurants, best announcers, it just makes sense, right? And now the top 5 reasons to visit Toronto.
We did it again. The Yellow and the Market voted best restaurant by Inland Empire magazine readers.
Number 4,
Then give giveaway. Give away your misfires on Royal Diffuser, which earn 500 points on your score card. The Victor 7.
3,
Big Game Sub Special. Discount on all our products at all our bars. February 12th.
and the number 2,
Tony. Live Victoria 11. Kitchen tickets now.
and the number 1 reason.
Game Day Save. Get a room, 25 for free flight, and 2 tickets to the Big Game Blitz for the big game. Book online or if it is Toronto.
Toronto Casino Resort and Spa. Toronto, good time.
Southland weather from KFI. Tonight, the clouds are going to be cleared out. Your skies will be nice and clear. Then
Yes.
though, lows will be in the 30s and 40s. Then tomorrow, it will be around 70 here at the beaches or inland from Metro AOC. It's going to stay in the 60s for those
I
in the
have been
mountains
checked
and
out
Lehigh,
by
50s
at least
for the
4
Pine Desert.
different
Brea
psychologists.
62, Anaheim
I
60, Walnut 62, and in Torrance.
am completely sane.
We need local. Live from the KFI 24-hour
Period.
newsroom, I'm Andrew Carabella.
It's psychiatrist.
640, you have Dr. Wendy Walsh with you. This is the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show. Coming up on the show today, the lonely American male and what we can do for our men to bring them back into the tribe. Also, what about the parents? So, secrets from your kids? Which kind
See
of
what
secrets?
that it takes.
If you're single, there are a few things you might believe about life that might be supporting your single life. And I'm not keeping you single. We need to talk about that. If you're in a relationship, there are 4 things that are totally normal for you to fight about. Also, if your partner is a stonewaller, dismissive, silent treatment,
all that and some tips for how to deal with them. If you're new to my show, I have a PhD in clinical psychology. I'm a psychology professor at California State University, Channel Islands, so Southland, and I have been obsessed with the science of love for a few decades. I've written 3 books on relationships, and it's my honor to sit in this chat for the last 6 years. Wow. Where's our team? Producer Kate, are you here? Of course. It's wonderful to see you, and you're having a beautiful family. I am. If you cut the cake with so much hairspray on the shoot I have you. It's just for the haven't moved in days. Your hair, your outfit, everything. It looks beautiful. What you missed, by the way, I was refinishing my dining room table while I was sleeping bed, and occasionally watching my concrete hurt this afternoon. And so my hair was up in a shower cap because I didn't want the dust from my sander when I did it. I had an N95 mask and glasses and cookies. You do it all. Now we know a shower cap gives you other hair. Like this thinking on it. Lady Carabelle, you with us?
I am Dr. Wendy.
Okay, are you enrolled in that to me?
Oh my gosh, I mean, I can be.
Well, then maybe you should listen. Jamie, would you consider yourself alone in that to me?
What's up? Dr. Wendy Walsh, Sunday and
It usually ends up men much older. You are much young. You are much young for this trend. But explain when I come back. This week I saw a lot of people's relationships on the big screen. My daughter was in town. She's 19. She made me watch the movie You People. And of course, the first thing I said is, wow, she's really attractive. And Eddie Murphy and David Duchovny. She's like, who? Mom, it's Lauren Michaels and Jonah Hill. So I recognize that if you don't know, this movie is on Twitter. I think it's on us. And so it is an interracial couple who's Jonah Hill and Lauren Michaels. First of all, just let me say, thank you, Hollywood, for normalizing a relationship between a black woman and a white man, because too often it is shown on the screen, it's the opposite way around. So that's it. I think to talk about this in the past, that tragically, one of the most unmarried populations in our culture tends to be African American women. It is estimated that 17% of African American women in their childbearing years are unmarried. Now, part of this is all kind of sociological reasons. It's not that they're not cute, okay? Not that they don't deserve love or commitment, but they're surging ahead in education, surging ahead in their careers. And the women of all races don't like to get down. And so within the African American culture, you will see a disproportionate amount of successful women who are, refusing to sort of compromise. Now, we see this with white women too. And there is an oversupply of successful women in our dating marketplace. And I often say, ladies, your idea of power man might just be a guy with the power story. But anyway, in real cases, there's a good, I know we tried to put the author on before. I think he's a professor at UC Davis, and his book is called Is Marriage for White People? We should try again to get him on the show, because in his book, he says that one of the number one reasons why black women are less likely to marry a white guy is because they want to preserve the strong black family. He's a black author, and sociologist himself. And he says the way to preserve that black family is to marry a white husband, and put your culture into that family that you create. So that's it. We've lost it to the bunch. So you're shaking your head. I hear you there. Anyway, a lovely little world is going to be sweet, and the problems seem to be all in the parents' head about this interracial couple, because there's not one darn thing wrong between them until they started ingesting the messages from their parents and spitting that out again. The other thing I watched in their own bed last night was Love Canada.
It continued the entire time. And so it is really cool, actually. The whole thing is on camera.
I'm sure I interviewed her on the set of Baywatch a number of times when I was an entertainment reporter. I know this for David, guy. Back in the day. So it was interesting to me. But I gotta tell She's been married 5 times. She's clearly
It will make for really cool content. Trust me.
has
It was really amazing.
Like, you have to be brave to talk about it. You have to just go back in there. And she moves very quickly in her relationships. If I had her sitting across from me right now,
Oh, shit.
for 2 things that she didn't know going into things like her marriage to Truman Lee. You know, they met and married within 4 days of each other. But the real story is that he stalked her and figured out ways that she was going to be in campaign. He flew down there and just started and checked into the hotel and just started begging her to meet him.
Is it working again?
All I'm thinking is, stalker, danger. And she was like, okay, let me just go meet his family's friends. And they ended up partying for 4 days in their 4th day of marriage. On the way, on the beach, never seen it. That's a little too much too soon. I think when the neural hormones of life get confused, you start to think of it as love, but also, you gotta see.
This is the largest video archive online, period. It is
He was there. You know, to even serve 6 months in jail for domestic violence?
as large as something like Warner Brothers or the Walt Disney Company, period. I don't know if you know, but I stream on 5 different YouTubes all day and 7 different Instagrams.
Also, let's talk about your research on men and why they're wrong and what we need to do in the vacuum support. You are listening to the Dr. Rabbi Show on KFI 8640. We're live everywhere in the iHeart Radio app. Right now, it's the 24-hour KFI newsroom in Everett, Bella.
Police have been searching for an inmate who walked away from a state correctional facility in L.A. Actor and former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has been involved in a vehicle collision in West L.A. A woman was hit riding her bicycle. And a new winter weather advisory has been issued for I-5 near the Grapevine due to snowy and icy conditions. National Weather Service says the area could see up to 3 inches of snow. We'll take a look at the 91 next.
Before I started Rooter Hero Plumbing, I was an angry young man. Hello, I'm Jonathan, founder of Rooter Hero
It's like, well, what are you going to change it to?
Because my dad died when I was 17 and he left me alone. I was angry because I couldn't go to college with my friends and because I had to drop out of high school. It's not a pleasant story. But as I grew older, I also grew up. I realized that my dad didn't leave me alone. He left me with values and principles that continue to shape my life. Dad said
Sure.
he didn't like it when people were late. He taught me to be polite. It was something I lost, but we captured along the way. And he taught me to keep my promises, because broken promises lead to broken relationships. We keep these values at Rooter Hero Plumbing. I think we have a pretty good company. I know we have great people. And if one of our heroes fails to live up to these values, please call me. My private number is on the back of every Rooter Hero business card. You can also reach us at RooterHero.com. Thank you.
I have contemplated taking my wife's name even at times, but I think it would be cool to hyphenate. They do that in some cultures, and it seems to work. And it would cause less animosity, and it's better for equality. I interact with a human at least once a day. Either my landlord or another person in the house. How do your any luck on your ending?
Millions of people are looking for work, and almost 70% of Americans are looking for experts. So why is it so hard to find the right candidate? I've had a tough time for 30 years.
Have you used ChatGPT?
Here's an answer: JobGet.com. JobGet is a new, unique way to post the job you're looking to fill and finding that perfect candidate quicker. With other hiring sites, your job posting gets flooded with thousands of resumes who just don't cut it. With JobGet, your top candidates are
source for their skill. Your candidates get immediate notifications in their job get app, letting them know you're ready to talk. And most jobs receive their first applicant within the first 6 minutes. Post your first job for free, chat with qualified candidates within minutes when you go to jobget.com/handle. That's jobget.com/handle. This really works. Visit jobget.com/handle. Big theft is a real danger. Now, Congress in 10 months, new book exposes big censorship. It's called Trust, Big Tech War on Free Speech. Google, Facebook, and Twitter suppress the truth about others' laptops, Logan, Trump, and more. If you're tired of their liberal bias and how Google uses Gmail and YouTube TV to censor you, get Trust, an Amazon bestseller. Find $10 Trust at bookstore, or see the free offer from Newsmax. Go to trust911.com. That's trust911.com. On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and malicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable. How are we portraying the exorcist with levitations, wobbling, spitting, a priest? All of that has not been true.
You ever
Listen to the Exorcist Files on the radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
If all home air
That's a good question.
purifiers are the same, then why
Have you ever heard me
does the
sing?
Department of Defense select viral plans to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ships?
Yeah, I
Because
sing for you.
viral plans' advanced mineral technology goes beyond ordinary HEPA filters to destroy airborne illness-causing cold and flu viruses.
Oh, dude, you're in for something. I become the biggest rock star of all time. Really? Yeah, I'm serious. Hold on a second, dog. Really? Yeah, just give me a second. It's like he didn't even say yes. I'm just gonna do it. I hope it's cool. All right, here we go. Oh, is this work? Why? Because it might not have battery. Okay. Let's is that this? Okay, excellent. This is going to be really big. No. I already know the name of my band. We're called the Fighting Rebets. What does that mean? A Rebetson is the wife of a rabbi, and a Rebetson is all the Rebetzins in the world. And the Fighting Rebetson is like a collegiate take on it. It's very clear. All right, here we go. I will take requests if you want, but here's the first one. I don't think you can hear, and it might stop me because it's got like. It's 9 o'clock on Saturday. Regular crowd circles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." Ah, da, diddy, da. Da, diddy, da. Da. Sing us a song, your piano line. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright.
single mother for 18 years, but grandma's kids were really young. I remember getting a call from a woman.
Now John at the bar is a friend of mine.
Your ex
He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke. Well, light up your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. As the smile away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, Paul was a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. I do like Megan Thee Stallion. That's my girl. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She got her degree, baby. Hell yeah. I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. I love me some Cardi B. I love me some Nicki Minaj. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good night for a Saturday, and my chair gives me a smile, 'cause you know it's better for me than even coming to see. Forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, what are you doing here? It's like let's see, I can help you. What I have to
and actually try out different kinds of groups. But you've got to make the effort. The world is not going to come to you.
Well, I can just say, for different medicines, I've had to be under a psychiatrist for many years, for like 16 years or something like that, off and on. Why am I not on it now? Because I don't have the ability to get access to it because of expenses. I have been under the care of a psychiatrist since I was in college for ADHD, and have almost 20 years. I've had psychological evaluations at points in my life when I became a rabbi, and in September of 2020, I think in September, what medication I take? Adderall? And it's like No one else is this honest with you. They'll be like, hey, I've been under the care of a psychiatrist for this long, but it's very common.
Burlington Avenue intersection in Brentwood, when a woman riding a bicycle made a left turn in front of Schwarzenegger's Yukon. The woman fell to the ground and complained of pain. Schwarzenegger took her to the emergency room. He also took the damaged bicycle to a local bike shop so it could be fixed. Pictures released online show the woman's bike with a bent rim on the bike rack.
You took Ritalin.
LAPD spokesperson Mike Lopez says no crime was committed. Simple accident. Florida Republican Senator Marco
You
Rubio
say you took Ritalin recently. Did you do it under the care of a doctor?
with their surveillance balloon has potential data be collected.
I only do drugs under care of a doctor.
Fly a balloon over airspace of the United States of America, and they won't be able to do anything about it to stop it.
Rubio says China is basically saying that they could get away with witness surveilling of sensitive military sites.
So right there, you're committing a crime. Period. I don't do that. Or I do my best not to do that. Period. Someone might say you're the one with the psychosis. You're the one who commits crimes.
Toyota not only defended its title as the world's top-selling automaker for a third year in a row, but Toyota basically crushed the other contenders. Toyota's brand is sold.
I think neither of them do, but I understand. It's totally important to have that discussion.
3 million sold for second to rank rival Volkswagen. Now these impressive sales numbers come on the heels of Toyota's
Do you have an request? That's a good question.
CEO transition in 14 years. The razor-like focus for the new CEO, next generation.
I like that mind-blowing.
Former Trump economic advisor Gary Kahn says
I'll put something on it later. Just one more.
It does feel like we're in relatively good shape here. The question is going to be, how does the Federal Reserve handle what's going on in the economy?
Kahn said there's evidence that record high inflation is starting to ease. Right now, let's head to KFI traffic stall on the 110 South LA.
What next out at 51st Street? The off-ramp is blocked by the stall.
It's the best movie. I like that one. Interesting. So this is really interesting. I just got a live video stop on this one for playing live music, but not on that one. So if that one goes down, I'm sorry. You're about to sleep. Okay. After control. It's supposed to go. Well, would you please post to Reddit? And you know what, tomorrow, your life might be totally different. But please post to Reddit. I would really appreciate it. If you go to sleep, I totally understand. But please consider your post to Reddit. And I understand what other issues. And if you do, I don't know. It didn't show me what that one is. I don't know if that one came through. But if you do post to Reddit, let me know where it is and I'll promote it. I'll put it everywhere. And then this will get really big. Okay. Will you please send me the link? Take care, my man.
Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Isaac Arabella.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs, like putting food on the table or paying rent, keeping your home in the lights on, buying new shoes for growing food, or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low, and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security and U.S. Taxpayers. When Las Vegas
you to Awakening, a new theatrical experience created by award-winning artists. Enriched by spectacular sound, meet colorful characters, and journey with them through wondrous realms. Experience Awakening. Get your tickets at awakening.com. Your calendar free and secure mental health resources. It's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need. Call our hotline at 833-317-4673 or live chat at southwood.org.
This is Jacob Evans. If you've been involved in a motorcycle accident, call 844-24-8. For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules. But to be honest, vacations suck. And if high gas prices have you sitting at home like a loser, maybe it's time you were a winner. KFI wants to give you a cash refill with $1,000 every weekday hour from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Just looking for the keyword, then enter it at KFIAM640.com/cash. No texting, just winning. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you've ever been accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. Listen to win $1,000 every hour weekdays from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Claim your cash refill on KFI AM 640 for stimulating talk.
Why? Because he has that clear
we love our kids. But before I get into keeping secrets from my kids, I promised everybody I would tell them Pamela Anderson secrets are getting men to propose to her. I'm sure a lot of people want to know. It's a brilliant. A few years ago, we had this friend of mine on the show who also has had 5 marriages. And by the way, during patriarchy, women had all kinds of survival strategies. One was to be man-like in a male-ordered workforce and take less pay to keep your head down and to lead the patriarchy. And the other, of course, was to extract resources from the man in their family. Some women are very good at going in to propose to them. I do not feel faithfulness. I do not think that a marriage that is very, very length and duration should be the only judge of success in a relationship. If you're learning and you're growing and you feel better each time, then have as many relationships as you need until you get it. That's what I think. However, we had this friend a few years ago on the show who also had 5 men propose to her. This is more, but she married 5 of them. And I asked her what her secret was. I only had 5 men propose to me in my life. I had one man when I was 20, and his proposal sounded like this. Oh, all right. So I never had a man go, will you, as if this didn't happen. She told me that the way that she got it is she believed that inside every man was a space that was too meaningful. And she knew it was somewhere there, he would want her to know. You say that all the time, that's who you are. I learned it from her. Wow. So, Pamela Anderson has another technique. On her first date, she said to a man, she said, you know, for years, I would never marry you. You are not marriage material. And if she laughed and got married, just try that. Within 6 months, you'll be next perfect. That's funny. You don't want to step up, right? And go like, oh wait, I can show her I'm marriage material. I like that actually.
Love it, Pamela. That's solid. That's focused.
We want to protect them. We want to protect them from things like crazy news stories that might horrify. News about a parent's medical situation, which could be permanent. What about an impending parental divorce? If you can hear all the nitty-gritty about what's going on there, one of the parents is treated and kids little, like it seems like $25 now at the store. My mother, in 1948, had a teenage pregnancy, took a train 1,000 miles to do this back then, and hid her entire pregnancy. She lived with her older sister, gave it to St. Michael's, and then went on, and later, many years later, married my dad, had 2 kids, everything normal. Swore up and down to me that she was a virgin on her wedding day. She's a 30-year-old virgin then. Okay, so I can know what's going on. And long after her death, her last surviving sister, after suffering from dementia for years, had a moment of lucidity and told her daughter, go find Randy in California, tell her she's got another brother. And that suddenly turned to visit. I went on the internet, and all of 30 minutes, finding the brother who's been searching for his brother his whole life. He's been passed away. He's now part of our family. For me, it's such a gift because of his life. My mother coming back to life. I should not have been so much like her. And it was all very clear. I had a lot of anger towards my grandmother because of this. But the feeling I had as a child, as an adult, as a child in front of me, was, if you lie to me about this, what else did you lie to me about? It's like, even 20 years after her death, it caused this great deep shock. So I dug out the research, the neurons, secrets, and these harmful miscommunication, staying behind the door for years. And a study out of Massachusetts State Community Technology in my school trying to figure out whether somebody can decipher when adults are committing not YouTube, the big important step. They are used that you are still feeling emotional. Here's what's interesting. That children are not only figuring out when they're being lied to, but they can also tell when adults are only telling partial truths. In fact, there's evidence. Children compensate getting incomplete information by drawing their own conclusions and making up all kinds of more serious stuff. So in other words, the disclosure of sensitive information at the appropriate time and in the appropriate way is good for kids. The imagination. I swore that there were so many secrets in my childhood and I just knew they were there. I was trying to draw my own conclusions. So I swore with my kids that there would be no secrets. And there have not been any secrets at all. Even the cards, remember. Now, cards and rules for how you talk to your kids about how you spend information. First of all, consider your lives to them that you simple language and be clear and concise. And you don't have to give them all kinds of details. What I want you to do is something that I do with my kids. Is I imagine what they would just do that when they heard this news. There's just something that cheap noise. Whenever I interpret it, I can put my head, right? So I go to the school paper and you don't remember this, because it was informed that if we were to compare it, we said, there's a place one, oh, yeah, okay. And then figured some women, cards would have been all over the body. There's a bunch of laws or something. Cards would have been but the kids in the playground, because the kids are walking home because their guys with moms and their hard letters. So I come home and I tell my mother, and I'm terrified. And I keep this conversation. First of all, it was one woman that's not off miles away from her, and they don't get kids. And it never happened to me, and whatever. But the point is, how did she let me in on what was going on with the news? And how did she assure me before I heard it on the program? I was in safe on time, right? So think of the kids, what you could imagine. And then calm them down first. By the way, Mommy and Daddy love you very much. Mommy and Daddy will always help you. Soon Mommy and Daddy will be living apart. Because they think maybe that love you so much and they don't care for you. And if you don't have a voice, and then they'll be right? That's a lot different than sitting behind closed doors and not having the kids and under a movie capture, right? Because kids have always been remembered. It's not their fault. But here's the final thing that's really, really important to tell you as soon as you come back. Also, 5 myths about love. If you're single, that might be secretly single. But if you're a parent, I want you to stay with me about 640 a lot everywhere. And one hot one right now. So it's 24 hours a day. I need you to keep in control of
25-year-old woman has been arrested for abducting her 3-year-old son in Riverside. She was found in Ontario with toddlers. A 90-year-old woman has been killed in Long Beach. Her car sped through a parking lot where it hit multiple cars and 2 people. And Elon Musk has been found not liable for costing investors millions of dollars when he made claims about privatizing his electric vehicles. We'll take a look at how these next.
The small business at McDonald's will unclog your drain for $99. Adding stoppage and stop by the aroma friendly technicians can save you money by then floating inside your home and leaving all unnecessary work on your life. Restrict your pipes with low fever and your face and your house will be restored. $99 unstopped rate applies to kitchen sinks, might want to stop taking all five ordinary parts. Scheduling for today is with my time butter will show up on time, professional and smell better than a new car wrapped in bacon. You will be able to naturalize flavor, focus on things that hurt matter, and avoid the unsanitary properties of clever refined flavor. Bubbles Amazon calculates for reference to $99 profit page. Smellsrealcolor.com. They all keep underscore for it. This is my journey where I get to my color will show up on time and smell good and your alcohol is free. Find out what Michael Jr. Here's what's trending in the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings. The NBA, the Nets, and Kyrie Irving and Marquise Morris for the Mavericks. For Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and draft compensation. Is expected to make his Dallas debut on Wednesday against the Clippers. According to ESPN, the Nets preferred the Mavericks trade package over what the Lakers offered. And NASCAR opens its season today with a Busch Lake crash at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Caleb Williams was the honorary starter for the 150-lap exhibition race. I'm Andy Benz. Hey everyone, it's Michael Jr. introducing my new podcast, Go Tell. Tackle sports, pop culture, and whatever else you need. Download and listen to the newest episodes of my show, Go Show, the podcast with Rabbi. Releasing daily, Monday through Friday, whatever you get your podcast. Take a look at KFI's traffic. Let's take a look at the view in Lake Erie. CEO or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than your and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively. Across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd like to say you have iHeartMedia for your free from your cell dial #250 and say keyword great result. #250 and say great result. I'm John Morgan of Morgan Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person who hired another law firm. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. But we said, let's take another look. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. All law firms are not the same. Just because you already hired a firm, that doesn't mean you can't file it. What this client did, more than one America's largest law. Visit MorganStone.com for an offer. Progressive Commercial Insurance. Questions to fit your business needs. Just quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even human action. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Book today in 2 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. With gold riding high, some financial analysts are projecting record high prices for precious metals this year amid continued inflation, a weaker dollar, and
your hard-earned money called Swiss America, a trusted leader in precious metals for 40 years. They can have your gold and silver delivered right to your home. And now, Swiss America is offering listeners silver, Walton, Liberty half dollars at the amazing low price of $12.50 each, including delivery. $12.50 each. Call and text right now to reserve your silver coins. 800-289-2646. Visit SwissAmerica.com/convo. Silver, Walton, Liberty half dollars for just $12.50 each. Delivered to your door. All supplies last. Then it's $250 per customer, and you have to mention cost. Help protect your assets against inflation with prices high. Call or text 800-289-2646. Visit SwissAmerica.com/convo. Critical adjustments to just $129. Another one here on call unit during for just 80 hours with a 30-foot drain snake. We're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. And our drain clearing service is just $80. So nice and safe price. Get air conditioning and plumbing. TRILLIONAIRE.com. We do things the right way, not the easy way. Years. Maybe a lifetime to build trust. Which one? It's a precious stone. Marco Kiva. Managing partner. Obion Mines. We're on it. Of them, your trust. 1972. And there's nothing that doesn't matter. Obion Mines. That made me trust.
Seriously, Mike, zero is just the transition.
We all know how people think. You go to the wrong place for transmission repair. Made up of over 800 pieces of the transmission is the most complex part of your car. So bring it to the transmission experts at AMCO. AMCO, always the right fit. AAA, special financing available. Restrictions apply. See AMCO.com for complete details.
Addiction can be isolated, but there is time to remember. Together, we can bring out the best in those who are in need of recovery or removal of stigma. Through 1 million strong, the music industry and the musicians are taking action to transform the way people think about addiction and recovery. Whether you live with addiction or love someone who does, 1 million strong is for you. Find support or show your support at 1millionstrong.com.
There are two cities that have the highest return to office rates. Austin and Houston. Texas is one of the places where COVID never happened. You had most people. The lowest return to office rate was in San Jose. Jerry and Shannon, which is the heart of Silicon Valley. Live 9 to 1 p.m. on JFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Before I talk about love and the goodbyes, I want to make sure that one thing about the fact that we're talking about how can we create a highly sensitive thing. Don't you ever have a question for yourself first? This is not a time to go to your feelings and then find a way to reassure yourself and talk about whatever the case is that you should do. Bringing that to close. Can be people, or people maybe when you are breaking up with their significant other because it's not conforming to their needs of love. You know, a lot of people have unrealistic expectations about relationships. And those unrealistic expectations sometimes keep them single because their model or idea for love is not matching what's showing up. So, you know, that's one of the most common questions people, right? They're doing this, is this normal? Am I normal? Is this normal? Is this right? Because they kind of have a faulty model for love inside their own head. So when they meet a real, normal, healthy relationship, they oftentimes don't even recognize. All right, let's go through the myths that people often carry around in their head. So one myth might be the perfect match. This idea that if they could just find the right person, then love would be easy. I remind you that love is far more about skill than luck. And if, in fact,
that you learn those relationship skills, then and you should get better and learn these relationship skills, you will find that there will be more people who might feel more focused. There's this myth that you choose well, love will be complete. But actually, love is always complete. It's two people handling together. Here's another very common myth in relationships: the mind reader. I've heard people say, he should just know. He should just know. I shouldn't have to tell them. Yeah, because people don't read each other's minds. If you have a specific need and you don't explain it in a kind, loving, compassionate way, you can't simply read your mind. Right? So, the myth that somebody can read your mind. Ask yourself, you heard that? Okay, here's the first one. This is what I want. There's so many. It's a little different than the perfect match myth. There's so many. This idea that it is destiny, that you are meant to be together. No, actually, according to the science, the study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who believe in soulmate and relationship destiny were less likely to have success in a long-term relationship. Because what happens is they'll either stick with a bad thing because they think, oh, but it's destiny, we're meant to be together, this is what love must be, all the same, right? Or they sit up there forever long and waiting for their soulmate. It's just not there. Because they're real living human beings with flaws out there. Surprise, surprise. Okay, myth number 4. The smooth sailing. If we're in love, then we shouldn't have to fight. Isn't that crazy idea, you guys? I want you to think of relationships as like a Venn diagram, 2 overlapping circles. Each of you are your own circle, and then you overlap in the middle. That is the relationship. And in that overlap, you're going to be like, get to know this. There's going to be a compromise. You're going to argue. You're going to fight sometimes. It's not about how often you fight, but how you fight, right? In fact, later in the show, I'm going to talk about the 4 fights that are totally normal to have in every relationship. But if you believe that a relationship should be smooth sailing, and when you have a fight, it's time to break up, you're going to be perpetually single. I have a lot of work in relationships. Okay, myth number 5. The chemistry. If you do it, you have to have hot, electric, sexual chemistry right from the beginning. And then you'll have healthy long-term relationships. Because whether you have hot sex at the beginning or mediocre sex at the beginning, after years, you're going to have to think about sex. Long-term relationships. That's the best, isn't it? A good and healthy sex life, right? It should be function. Sex life is something that is a living, breathing thing that people contribute to, communicate on, and experiment with, and explore together, and share the tips, and then you're right, better and better and better, right? Yeah, make a pair, with a concept, and it's one version at a time. And finally, myth number 6, the jealousy. It's the jealous that makes us love and own. So I do say to make themselves for us, whatever the case. The truth is, if somebody is feeling jealous and just stalking and checking up on you and asking where you're going and who you're doing and who is that person, they are feeling insecure. It doesn't mean they love you more. It means they love themselves more. That is not. In fact, I just watched the Pamela Anderson documentary, and apparently Tommy Lee was shocked around the set of Baywatch. He was all worried it's going to have cooking scenes. And that's a big red flag for me. Surprise, surprise, and then we got further in the So, there you go. Okay, so those are the myths. The perfect match myth, the mind reader myth, the soulmate myth, the smooth sailing myth, the chemistry myth, the jealousy. When we come back, I'll be taking your calls. The phone number is 1-800-501-5. That's 1-800-5 5201534. It's got a relationship question. I'm not a therapist, but I have a lot of life experience, and I've been reading about the science of love. So, if you have a relationship question, I'd be happy to weigh in. 1-800-520-1534. You're listening to the Dr. Randy Welch Show on KFI, and what is it, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Right now, it's in the 24-hour KFI news doing it in the KFI.
Deadly crash. I'm Andrew Caravello, live in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Three people have been killed in Southgate. Fourth person it happened after a car crash with a driver was trying to get away from the house. The two-car crash happened around 2 this morning at State Street and Queen Boulevard. Cops were investigating a theft connected to a car. Officers began to follow a vehicle, which developed into a pursuit. Police later changed the pursuit due to the dangerous speed shortly after the driver crashed. A woman has been arrested after her car fell down in a pavement in LA. Fire department was called to Holly Drive Saturday afternoon after the woman's car fell about 100 feet. A 35-year-old woman was outside the car and taken to a hospital. She has serious injuries. An affiliate from Palmdale is working to change the way child abuse reports make it to the state.
Republican Assemblyman Tom Rocky is working on a bill that will have child abuse claims go directly from law enforcement agencies to the state, as opposed to counties then to the state. Rocky said the recent audit found more than 27,000 reports first given to counties were missing from the state's database.
We said there was a problem for some period of time. We've been working on this for years.
Rocky said this potentially leaves thousands of dangerous people to chance to be foster parents and youth sports coaches. Like trolling KFI.
State representatives are asking the USPS to create a poll system in honor of P-22. Mountain lions captured and taken on late last year. P-22 is known for roaming the Hollywood Hills for more than a decade. In a letter to the USPS, Citizens Stand Advisory Committee on Friday, California Democratic representatives say P-22 was then too. Our favorite celebrity neighbor is a troublemaker and a beloved mascot for our city. Two schools in the San Fernando Valley unofficially took up on the LA Unified School District academic decathlon super quiz. It is the final event of the year's Battle of the Brain. Teams from the Sherman Oaks Center for Enriched Studies in Tarzana and Verdugo Hills High School in Tahonga achieved the highest unofficial score, 30,000 points. Results will be verified. The winning team will be announced February 25th at an award ceremony at Los Angeles Mission College. Investigators say two fentanyl drug busts represent cartel's first attempt to get people in Orange County to taste the rainbow.
The sheriff's department says cartels are using rainbow fentanyl to enhance the appeal of tobacco opioids. 15,000 bills were confiscated by deputies during a traffic stop in Anaheim. Costa Mesa Police spokeswoman Rocky Diaz says another 30,000 bills were confiscated also last week, but this time during a traffic stop in Costa Mesa.
Small amount of the police can be controlled.
Investigators say this is the first proof that rainbow fentanyl is true statewide. The 45,000 rainbow fentanyl bills represent tens of millions of people dosed in Orange County. Four big cartels are fighting.
Family and friends of Terry Nichols have gathered in Sacramento to remember his life. Nichols' mother, Roseanne Wells, says the death was avoidable. Family and friends of Terry Nichols have gathered in Sacramento to remember his life. Nichols' mother, Roseanne Wells, says the death was avoidable.
Think about yourself.
It was turned into a celebration of life on Saturday. Family members waiting for the event with photos of Nichols projected on the wall. He spent most of his life in the city before moving to Memphis in 2020. Five Memphis police officers have been charged with murder for Nichols' death following a traffic stop last month. Ohio Republican Congressman Mike Turner says President Biden's decision to shoot down a Chinese surveillance balloon was like casting the quarterback after a game pin.
Sounds like a completed mission. They should never have been allowed. At the end of the day, never take allowed.
Turner said the balloon had already gathered a unit that had moved across the continental U.S. He said there was an urgency to the situation that the Biden administration did not seem to recognize. Turner says an event like this is something the military should have prepared before the past.
So 405 North before gets your low bar that's scratched out into roughly space at the Muhammad Drive. 360 left is right now to the down bar that's scratched at the
Help,
top.
praise
Right now goes up into a serious collision. There will be couple hits down the Willow Street, strong side divided, 200 down to the 45. The RTI will be started to find a scratch considered divided, 2.5 down to the Richmond Street. Other 91 West 241 is where Hills at the small before divided at CMC, slow features of the road. 45 is down to the taxes, exactly there. Before I started Native Real Estate, I was an angry young man. Hello, I'm Jonathan Coleman, founder of Native Real Estate. I was angry because my dad died when I was 17 and he left me alone. I was angry because I couldn't go to college with my friends and because I had to drop out of high school. It's not a pleasant story. But as I grew older, I also grew up. I realized that my dad didn't keep me alone. He left me with values and principles that continue to shape my life. It was hard. It was something I lost, but not good along the way. And he taught me to keep my promises, because broken promises lead to broken relationships. We keep these values and we live body language. I think we have a pretty good time. I know we have great people. And if one of our heroes fails to live up to these values, please call me. My private number is on the back of every video. You can also reach us at ROTHSCHILD. Thank you. I love you.
Southside weather from 305. Tonight, those clouds are clearing out. Skies will be clear, bit chilly though. Lows will be in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow, Monday, the start of the work week. Highs are going to get around to about 70s. There'll be beaches inland from Metro LA OC. 16 in the 50s for the valleys and Inland Empire. 50 for the high deserts. And Alicia Viejo, 57. Pasadena, 63. Hollywood, 54. And then Los Fuentes, 61 degrees. Even local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Andrew Carabella.
I love Dr. Wendy Walsh. This is the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show. I'd like to welcome my Instagram audience. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can. Actually, all my social media and handle the same everywhere at PR Wendy Walsh. So if you'd like some drive-by mid-shift relationship advice, I am here for you. I'm a psychology professor and I've written 3 books on relationships. I'm there for support. The life of TRUMAN. I have dated several times for life. I never lost the path of my generation. I can tell you how to do it. All right. Producer Taylor, who do we have on the line? I told you never change. Hi, Lee. Dr. Wendy. Where to go? I'm going to 66 and 67, very healthy, physically retired military gentleman, and has been children. And there are some challenges with prejudice, human orbit, and personalities, and actually it's a really good guy that is really big rigidity about things. And everything on negotiation going on. And it's just very, very different. So first of all, no matter what, Lee, thanks for calling in. This is a great question. For those watching on Instagram, Lee's a widow, she's a widow, she has 7 grown kids, they're often facing new challenges with personality, with 7 grown children, and also she appears a little rigid in some of his lifestyle. Now, I just want to say this, no matter how old these children are, whether you do a blended family and you're dealing with 4-year-olds, or whether you're retired and you're dealing with 34-year-olds, everybody becomes a little tired emotionally, and they don't want their parent to have somebody else to steal their parent away. So I want you to have compassion for these grown children, and I also want you to think in terms of your values, like what is an area that they can weigh in, and what is an area where you and your spouse have agreed that this is between you and them, and not the kids. And that's going to be, I'd love that you use the word negotiation, because it tells you that you seem to be doing the right thing. Now, as far as individually, I just want to remind everybody, as you get older, that you never know. You like to do things a certain way.
Couples often differ about everything from how to fold the towel to how to squeeze the toothpaste at any time of the lifespan. I think my advice from my personal experience is better. You don't need to create a, there's something you can just give up because that is obviously going to be strict and rigid on those other things. Always remember to make a communication change. It starts out with a layer of love, followed by a layer of something really hard to chew on, backed up with another layer of love. So it starts with why you love him, why this relationship is great, and then what you'd like him to maybe try to change, and then why this is so important to you. That's really important. But anyway, thank you. Good luck to you. Have a fun 7 round day. Okay, so anybody up next? What are you here? Hi, Sarah. It's Dr. Randy. Hi, Dr. Randy. Nice to hear your voice. Your voice too. What's your question? I made this guy 2 months ago, and I didn't hear from her for the whole month of December. And then we did have dinner, so yesterday I decided to reach out to him. So I reached out to him, and then he ended up picking me yesterday for this week, his birthday today. And yeah. And so today I didn't hear from him, so I texted him, I sent him for last night, and he replied. So I feel like even before, whenever I didn't hear from him, I text him, and he replied, and I just realized this thing that I feel like I'm always in his student before. And then he was like, my question is, you want to ask what? You know, I'm his favorite guy, and he literally never called me or texted me. And so I asked him, why do you never call me? And he said, oh, you know, you're busy, and I just me, and whatever. I said, oh, you're fine. And then it ended up being eventually because of our relationship, because he was actually really kind of insecure, right? Because he would feel, if he called me and I didn't pick up, or he called me and I was free, like, I'm sorry, I'm working at that, I'll call you later, he would feel such feelings of rejection by that, that he wouldn't even take the risk, right? So I would want you to explore the why. Because if you get connected to someone and he's not consistently chasing you, you know, I always say about heterosexual relationships, because you're trading your power by paying him. So I would just bring it up. I would just say, hey, how come you never call me? What's going on? What is your story? And that can be a route to intimacy as people talk about their feelings. So thank you very much for calling today, and good luck to you with that one. Okay, I want to go to social media because I always forget to do it. If you'd like to call the number 1-800-520-1534. Okay, the first question really brings home for me. Dear Dr. Wendy, why do I keep calling for people who are emotionally unavailable? I will tell you that is my story. When I was growing up, my dad was in the Navy. He was perfect and still we always thought that he treated us so well. And then he disappeared. And he disappeared in an inconsistent way. Because he was in the Navy. Sometimes the ship would be gone for a week, and he would be gone for a month, sometimes a few days. And we were unable to call him as contact. And what this created for me in my head was this model for love. That love, you know, that really love is about love. Love is about always love. So my answer here is why do you fall for emotionally unavailable people? The answer to that will only come once you and your therapist work on it more. But if I'm answering the question in general, there are plenty of people who have an attachment style where they, you know, are actually in love with longing. That's normal to them. And so when they meet someone who's there and sincere and available, that is terrifying to them. And so they run, but they'll say things like, it's too nice. It's just too nice. Nice is what you want. Nice is what you want. So that's the answer to that. Dr. Wendy,
Yeah.
there's so many here. Here's up to Wendy. I messed up bad. Oh, really? I dumped my ex thinking she wasn't the one. Well, the person said this is in the physical, the one. This is the soulmate or the one. I'm say that. 7 years later, I realized she's always been the one. Oh, really? Looking back at rose-colored glasses. She's in a relationship now, and I know it's wrong. How do I get her back? You can't. You don't. You shouldn't be out there trying to break her up. That's my opinion. Okay, that's my opinion. Move on. You are at your state of readiness, and you're pining for somebody before. Go find another one, because they're all around you right now. If you're ready to commit, that's what I'll say. Okay. What was the matter? Continue to take your call at the phone number 1-800-520-1534. 1-800-520-1534. You are listening to the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show on KFI AM640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And now let's go to the 24-hour KFI newsroom and the
Write a paper advocating that there is an analogous relationship between vitamin C and scurvy as there is with vitamin B17 and cancer.
We'll take a look at the teaching frequently when we return.
Now that your financial well-being is sustained care and attention, it's time to get a complimentary wealth checkup from Edelman Financial Advisors. We're Barron's #1 rated independent financial advisory firm 5 years running. You can be confident you're getting integrated wealth management advice, including tax planning, estate planning, insurance, and more, from an experienced and trusted investment advisor. Take advantage of a complimentary wealth checkup with a plan who puts your needs first. No sales pressure, no obligation, just a trusted guide to help with your investment goals back to focus. When it comes to your financial well-being, you can count on the top-rated independent financial advisory firm in the nation. Visit Edelman Financial Agents at EFEWealthPlanners.com. That's EFEWealthPlanners.com. Barron's rating 41 September 2018.
I'm going to ask you some true or false questions about that story.
Progressive commercial insurance flexes to fit your business needs. In quick repairs and adjustable coverages, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Book today in as little as 6 minutes. ProgressiveCommercial.com. Making clients confident about how to put it money.com. Are you with their next millionaire client? Give them their millionaire client at lawyer.com. This is not the stuff of mission record. This, my friends, is the stuff of smart initiatives that even smarter appliances. A rebates on everything from new and used TVs to energy-efficient furniture. It's the stuff of everyday Southern California. Because thanks to a long list of programs and incentives from Southern California editors, we all have the power to create a clean energy future. Visit SCE.com/clean energy to learn more. Guy is cheap transmission fluid.
Seriously? I feel like it's just tested.
We all know you're in the wrong place for car repair. So don't risk it. Take your car for a test now. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Restrictions and Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, I have media to help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you fast and slow potential customers who are competitive across radio,
Selecting viral claims to protect and purify the air on board our Navy ship. Because EnviroClaim's advanced mineral technology goes beyond ordinary HEPA filters to destroy airborne damage-causing cold and flu viruses. EnviroClaim is the new science of air purification, and now you can order one for your home. This is exactly how to stop cold and flu from taking down your whole family. In fact, this hospital-grade technology is so powerful it promises far fewer cold flu allergies and better sleep. Visit EKPure.com. Letter K, Pure.com.
It's not that crazy. Right? All I gotta do is get the calendar down and just be quick with it.
This is heartlessness. When I was in junior high school, I was going to school back in Australia. Hello, I'm John Fan, founder of ROTHSCHILD. I was going to Obama after my grandfather. But as a kid, I was always for having that name. So it comes with John. John is the English version of Obama. And it makes things to honor my grandfather. My family encouraged his son, but staying true to myself and you to hear a comment are important. Staying true to real funny means to you and delivering world-class service. That's why my swap number is on the back of every Uber deal on business card. Call us at 866-877-4, and we'll see what your life is 777. That's 866-877. Thank you.
Shopping with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in store. Same low prices, deals, and rewards on the same high-quality items. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Rothschild.com. Grow, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply.
Right now, 3 pound bags of easy-to-peel cuties pizza fingers are only $3.99 with your card and digital coupon. Browse, fresh for everywhere. Online for 5 minutes.
My dad and I share the same share. This podcast was created to help you solve the things as you experience my story of the Bible and live action recordings and emotional orchestral music. Maybe you can't read it.
Speaking now, the American Medical Association and American Psychiatric Association, American Academy of Pediatrics, all saying that this is not harmful to these kids. But let's ignore that and have a bunch of conservative Republican legislators, well, they know better than anybody else. They'll handle that they graduated at the top of their class in medical school, didn't they? Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Shoot up, fail, shoot up, come down.
AM 640, you have Dr. Wendy Walsh with you today. It's the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show. I am taking your calls for some drive-by makeshift relationship advice. Who do we have, Jamie? Oh, Victor. Hi, Victor. It's Dr. Wendy.
Hello, Dr. Wendy. Thank you for taking the call.
Thanks for waiting. What's your question?
So, I've been with my wife. I'm married for 17 years. I met her 24 years ago in 8th grade. I wasn't the best version of myself once upon a time, like before we were married. You know, we were on and off before we actually got married. And sometimes I feel like I get in my own way because of the bad things that I have done from the past and trying to move forward. And sometimes it feels like almost feels like an impossible skill, if you will, trying to get over, like to, I guess, to prove to myself that I'm a better person, like, to try to show her that, that I'm a better person.
Richard, let me say something. First of all, you grew up together. prefrontal cortex isn't completely developed if they were like 25 years old. My big question for you to ask yourself, though, is it sounds like you went through something that is very normal as far as the start and the stages. Exploration, trying to find out if she is the one, etc. Maybe even, I'm not saying, maybe multiple pair bonds, whatever. But I think the stumbling block for you is inside of you. And, you know, your wife and your relationship will get better if you take the time to see a therapist and explore some of those feelings that are creating kind of blocks for you. Because, I mean, I'm on the outside listening to it, and yeah, that's pretty normal. That's what people do. I mean, we wanted to hold on to this beautiful story of a person that you met in the past, but you can't keep looking up to you. And it might have made you think that you saw bad decisions or mistakes, and I thought of learning opportunities so that you can confirm that he was the one. So anyway, I think this is a great opportunity for you to explore some of these feelings with a therapist, so that you can get over it and just get back to living your best life with the woman that you love. So thanks so much for calling. All right, can you give me a hand? Hey, hi, Jeremy. Dr. Randy.
Hi, Dr. Wendy. How are you?
Good. What's the question?
Well, I've been married 28 years. I'm 58. One. And very fast. Run out of food. We are very used to this point.
No, it's hard. So let me say, there's so much that could be done medically, and I'm talking from personal experience here, from hormone replacement to ammonia withdrawal, and I would start out both of you together going to meet with your medical doctor, general practitioner, and talk about it. Right? And talk with, I actually have friends that are in their 60s because he had some medical issues themselves. They like to say that they don't have intercourse anymore, they have intercourse, right? So you might want to even explore meeting with a sex therapist who can help you reshape your sex life as your body changes. But you have to have the conversation. You have to have good communication skills. Start off with all the potential medical interventions, and then get into, a therapist who specializes in this kind of stuff. Because I promise you, you guys can still have a rocking, fun sex life for the rest of your life. It's better. Both work together as a problem for both of you. And it's not for a problem. It's a problem for the relationship. And think about why you want to back. Because you love her and you respect her what you have. So you didn't know. Thanks so much for calling. All right. Let's go to social media. I'm getting this man very successful, but he works very hard. His job is in an industry with multiple networking and events on a different thing. We have a dinner plan. We're planning to hang out in general, and we're cancel at the last minute. Work events. It happens all the time. I know I'm impatient for dating, but where do I draw the line? Okay, when someone says, where do I draw the line? I am reminded of myself as a younger woman where I very few boundaries. I'm always like, where is the line? Where's my need? Where's their need? I can't tell you what your needs are, but if you have a need that is not to be canceled on at the last minute, you can make that very clear. And just say, I'm sorry, there is a plan. I want you to keep it over my mind. Okay, then let's not make plans so often. Maybe we'll make plans often, but I'm not going to keep the plans when you make it with me. That's called having a boundary, and I think that you can do it with that. Okay, we are near the end already. When we come back, 4 fights that are totally normal for couples to have. In fact, every single couple has these 4 fights. I can promise you. Let me make 2 and we come back. You are listening to Dr. Wendy and KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Right now, let's go to Andrew Carabella and the 24-hour tape on YouTube.
The Orange County Homeowners Association says it looks like the put stricter rules on concealed weapons permits in California.
Was an extended period of exposure. Those include hours, 2 days with each tribe that they move. Having spent these few days that they move. But those who did that, how impactful were these encounters over the tribes left alone? After they were called on pretty dark civilization and progress to protect themselves.
Weather officials yesterday to rally for the new legislation. Proponents of the rules say to a study that found restrictive carrying laws decreased by a crime involving guns.
That's like police
Police are looking for an Indian who walked away from a correctional facility in Los Angeles. Carlos Montez went missing from the Yale Community Reentry Program on Saturday. California Department of Corrections rehabilitation officers received notification of an alarm on Montez's monitoring device at about 4:30 p.m. Was it that promotion in arrest and found that he had disappeared. Montez has been at the facility since February 14th of last year, serving a 5-year sentence for second-degree robbery, evading or attempting to evade a police officer while finding records. Arkansas Republican Senator Tom Cotton said the Skyballoon situation is an embarrassment to the U.S. One day the 5/11 has become the 5/11. President Biden's explanation was like an important way the president demands that justice. Cotton says President Biden was paralyzed for an entire week after the balloon entered American airspace. His administration was trying to stop the Secretary of State visions of their future to the Americans against the dark. Cotton says the balloon has been shot down over the Aleutian Islands. Democrats are making changes to the 2024 presidential primary calendar. On the motion to approve the report of the Rules and Bylaws Committee, all those in favor of approving the report say aye. The vote came in at a party gathering in Philadelphia on Saturday as DNC delegates Chris Newton, South Carolina, into the top spot for early votes, replacing Iowa. Nevada, New Hampshire, Georgia, and Michigan all became the primary leader for the first time. Iowa has traditionally been the starting line for the presidential election. Now let's take a look at it like in Diamond Bar.